Okay, drown that person in driver. Okay, you need to go swap to your alt. You can go and do that now. I'll put the PF back up under a different password.
Much appreciated.
Yes.
Make sure you leave first.
Leave the party first. Yes, leave the party first.
To repeat it in voice chat as well as Alliance chat, if you are one of the myriad people who need fragments, please come to Famfrit Gangos. We will throw rocks at you. It will be funny. They are funny rocks.
The funny rocks. We will throw rocks at you for fun. Okay, I'm gonna tell people to get in VC. SC get in voice chat so I can do housekeeping. Oops. Get in VC, please, if you haven't already. Alright. I think, did they not leave? Did you not leave the party? Okay. 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 I'm gonna put the PF back up for you. It'll just be the password will be 913. Let's make them any. Alright. Join in a variable. Password's 913 for you, buddy. And I'll start going over everything. We're 42 out of 48. That's fine enough for me. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day. I know there have been some networking issues lately with the video game, but that's totally understandable. And it looks like Square Enix has put up their safety guards to hopefully prevent this from happening in the future. Well, prevent it from further happening for the rest of the day or until the DDoS subsides. Anyways, welcome to DRS, everybody. This is welcome to. It's currently September 12th at about 6:52 p.m. Central Time. We're here at Field Ops Enjoyers. Sorry, I'm stretching while I pad out for time. And we're doing Develop Savage. This is your first time. Welcome on in. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. Do not worry. I'll be explaining and giving shot calls on everything that's important here. So don't worry. I have Ballpark Hot Dog to help me out in case my voice starts to go out because I have been a little bit sick lately. But don't worry. I've been hopped up on various forms of cold and cough medicine to help me get over my affliction ASAP. Anyways, some quick items. I want to make sure that everybody has pure essences. You need at least 5 in your cache, and you need at least 10 resistance re-rages in your cache as well. If you need anything at any point in time, actions, essences, re-razers, you ask now in Alliance chat so we can throw rocks at you. There are a ton of vets here who are more than happy to throw stuff at you. And if you don't ask and you don't have the things that you are required to bring to the run, you'll be left on the ground, and I'll tell you to come back next time when you're more prepared. So again, if you need anything, say it now so that we can give you the things you need. We're currently all congregated in Famfrit Gangos, so come get the free stuff if you need it. Don't be greedy or whatever. Going over some of the basics of the instance, I stressed pure essences. These are like extremely mandated by the content. I don't mandate them, the content does. There's a little funny tagline on the tooltips of every pure essence that says increases HP and defense value by percentage values. That's there for a reason. And Bozier, your eye level sync to 430 at all times. This, to give you a context, this is about the average artifact level of the artifact gear from Shadowbringers. And bosses do way more damage than that eye level 430. So having a pure essence on will save you from even the most basic raid wides and auto attacks and anything else you might get hit by. And it won't save you from instant kills, but it'll save you from at least the basic stuff. Then stuff you'll get hit by the most. Other part about them is that they increase your damage. This varies from essence to essence, but in general, all rules get a minimum of like a 35, 32, 35% damage increase, upwards to about like 72 or whatever. So please, have your pure essence, or else we're leaving on the ground. Lost actions. These are also extremely required as this content is balanced and built around the usage of lost actions. I'll be going over how to use your lost actions when we get to Trinity Seeker, the first boss. But for now, please just make sure that you are following the holster document that I linked in the recruiting post. Re-raisers. These are also required, if I haven't stressed this enough, because it is the most likely way you're going to be getting off the ground. The item is what we always prefer people bring because it has the least amount of hoops to jump through, it's weight efficient, and it's just overall better. The little feather items, make sure you have as many as you can comfortably bring in your bag. Don't sack the actions, the utility actions, or like anything else for extra razors. Please make sure you're bringing them. Speaking of raising, other ways we can get you off the ground instead of Delubrum, Savage, since there is a resurrection restriction, so stuff like raise, ascend, for raise, just won't work. Healers with Lost Arise. You also have to be using a Pure Essence of the Divine. With those two combined, the Arise and the Pure Essence, you have a 15% chance for every Arise cast to get a body off the ground. I'm not joking. So healers, the more Arises you bring to the content, the more likely we are to clear. Simple as. Another way is Healer LB3. So, nudge nudge healers. I'll be calling out Healer LB3s if we do see them. These are probably the best way to get... Well, they're the most free way to get the people off the ground because it's just sort of a hit a button, everybody gets up kind of deal. The other ways include Lost Sacrifice with... this is typically a thing that tanks bring, but it's optional. Tanks don't have to bring it. It does synergize with the Pure Essence of the Indomitable to have a 50% chance to not get Doom. Already mentioned Re-Razors. And the other way is Gambler Dice, but we don't talk about Dynamis Dice. They are not consistent enough for me to really worth mentioning. Holster space, again, I always suggest people get up to rank 18. Hopefully you had time to get there. If you don't, that's fine. Don't worry about it too much. You're mostly just missing out a couple of quality of life actions, but you're not missing access to getting inside. That's perfectly okay. So, again, if you need anything, please say so now, or else I'm going to hit a ready check, and I'm going to get us into the instance here at the top of the hour. And if anybody has any questions at any moment in time, please use Alliance chat for now, but when we get inside, please use shout or yell, or say if you're close by. Because there is no Alliance chat inside the instance. I got you.
Hey, Lynn, you got any of those on you?
What, the fucking Arias blades? Oh, hell yeah.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice? Oh, I'm not... I have so many sacrifices.
Mine are on a retainer.
Oh, who needs sacrifice?
Tila.
You don't need sacrifice. I don't...
They're running the tank bag.
You don't need sacrifice.
You don't need them,
yes.
but they're nice to have.
Tanks, thank you for... That's a good one. Tanks. Hey, Tanks, make sure you bring Shell 2 in your bag. You guys are typically my Shell 2ers in these runs. The good order of operations here is that you're gonna shell. You're gonna get TA. You're gonna slot in shell of your least favorite damage action. This is typically like Honored Sacrifice or like Font of Power if you're running a BR Font of Power build. Generally the least damaging action, provided you have in your bag, and you'll shell the raid. And then once you're done shelling the raid, you'll slot an Aether Shield and Aether Shield the fights. Speaking of, I'll do that when we're inside at the box. Anyways, I'm gonna hit a raid check. Help, I'm below 10k cares. Me too. Please tab in, please hit the ready check to make sure that you're here. Sorry, need a full cure. I don't have any revelations on. I think Eureka Gremlin is running. EG, are you running full cure?
Did Pila get everything that they need as well?
Cha, you don't need it. EG has full cure. And typically only need one per party. Yeah. You're good, Cha. Who am I missing? I didn't see the red chicken. Just two people. I'm gonna try to get us into the instance. We already have... Oh yeah, I should probably repost the quick roster. I already have everything figured out. So, I already have all the main things figured out. I'm going to repost it. The quick roster is now on the channel. I have Perceptors, Duelists, Main Tank, all that shit. So if you need to look at anything, feel free to do it now. As just a quick, who did I say would do? Oh, Sheeran, that's right. As a just quick rundown before I get inside. I'm the Main Tank, Duelist is Philium, Ballpark is handling Slimes, I'm handling Golems. The caster batteries are Charlotte for QG and Queen, Big Boys for TA. I don't have a physical battery for TA, so if there's any vets who want to, volunteer for that, please say so now. Oh, Zilla, perfect. Zella, I don't know how to say your name, I'm so sorry. Alright, Zella for QG, Art for TA, Opal for Queen. This is generally just a good way to get your damage up if you're interested, but no pressure in doing it. Renders are Soj, King, and Choi. Again, Slime's Perceptor is Philium, Golem's Perceptor is Chiron, Duelist is the Trinity Seeker Perceptor, and TA is Art, EG has Banish. It's nice to have, but not important. Tab into your game, please. Tab into your game. I wanna get inside. 44 to 48. Please hit the button. Please hit commence. Please just hit the commence button. Missing one person. Please press the button. I want to get inside. Yay! We did it. Hey, congrats. That's like the hardest thing to do in this instance. Pressing the commence button. Clap, 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 clap. Okay. Welcome inside to Delubrum Savage. Please, right now, before you do anything else, pop a Pure Essence, pop a Re-Raiser. Pop a Pure Essence and pop a Re-Raiser. This is non-negotiable. You are going to pop a Pure Essence of whatever role you have, whatever role you're on, and you're going to pop a Re-Raiser. That is not role dependent. That is everybody. If you don't have one in your bag, feel free to just walk down to the Lost Finds cache and just calmly walk up to it, open it, get a Pure Essence, get a Re-Raiser, tap, hit confirm, make sure you hit confirm, open your holster, equip both, and go back to and make sure to refill your space. Down the stairs there's a resistance appraiser, so if you have any last minute fragments you may or may not want to decrypt, feel free to do that now. Again, Lost Finds cache, triple check your actions, make sure you have everything that you need. Please sanity check your parties. I'm going to have other people sanity checking as well. I know when you're not running a Pure Essence, so please put on a Pure Essence right now. Put on a Pure Essence right now. This is a Pure Essence check right now. Please put on a Pure Essence. Pures, and a Re-Raiser. If you are ready to go, please walk backwards and go stand on the marker that corresponds with your party. Party A, B, and C, and D are self-explanatory. Party E is on marker 3, and Party F is on marker 4. So just go stand on the marker whenever you are ready, and we'll be good. Yes, and some people are going to be passing out 80% Re-Raisers. If you would like one, I don't know, stay on like the one marker if you want a free 80%.
Can someone make sure I haven't overcooked? I only need the one mimic, right?
Yeah, you should only need one mimic.
Okay.
No. 80% was given out. Perfect. Thank you so much. Again, if you're ready to go, feel free to go stand on your marker. If you're not sure of what party you're in, please ask in your party chat. Type /P, ask, hey, what party am I in? And somebody, I guarantee you, somebody will tell you. Double, please. Again, triple check your bags. Make sure you have everything that you need. Why do they call it a sanity check? It's just a way to make sure that your brain is in a good state of mind and things are going on. Sophia, Eureka Gremlin, and Kale Thanos, please make sure you guys pop up your essence. Please do that now. Please. Just need Sophia and EG.
Lynn, are you bringing the spell for Queensguard?
Yes, I'm bringing the spell.
Alright, let's give it.
Yeah,
I'm just looking for what to bring.
Yeah, you can be my OT. Yes, by the way, Himbo is correct. Please make sure to refill the space in your bag. Please try not to leave with empty space. If you want good suggestions on what to bring, I always suggest bringing light curtains. Light curtains help you ignore a specific mechanic at the Queen, which I'll talk about when we get there. Also, like resistance potion kits and resistance potions are a good idea too, but typically they won't be too needed because most of the time you do have a full queue in your party. Well, you may have a full queue in your party, but at the same time, I trust everybody to be okay. You also have a cure for in your party. I'll talk about it here in a moment. I'll talk about it when we get to Seeker. Alright, everybody's appearance on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please make sure you guys also pop a re-raiser as well. Re-raisers are mandatory. If you don't have one, please let me know. Oh, a little late for that. Dr. Phil's like the only one who doesn't need it. Okay. Looks like we're good here. So as a note, you cannot use slash return here. Slash return will not work in this instance. So once you take these pads, that is it. There's no coming back. So that's why I stress and emphasize, please make sure you have everything that you need. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. Super, super important. Lodestones are also useless. They also do not work here. They are effectively a slash return, and they don't work here either. Alright. Nobody's at the box. We're all looking good. Because SE hates fun. Okay. Look, every parties A, B, it's all parties. Please look at the glowing pad in front of you. Hug your wall a little bit. Look at the glowing pad in front of you. Parties A, B, and C are going to hug the left wall and go onto that left pad towards slimes. Parties D, E, and F are going right towards golems. If you are ready to go, please feel free to drop down whenever you want. I'm also going to have golems drop down a channel so I can explain golems, and I'm going to have ballpark handle slimes for tonight. But if you're ready, feel free to drop whatever. Okay. Also, parties D, E, and F. Parties D, E, and F drop down a channel so I can handle golems down below. Parties D, E, and F drop down a channel. If you're on the golem side, drop down a channel so I can handle you all down there. Thank you. Please drop down a channel. Please, 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 please.
If you are still in this voice chat, you are in groups ABC on slime side.
Or a
If you are
spectator.
Or just want to chill. That's fine too. Just make sure if you are supposed to be on golem side and you don't know what you're doing, please drop your voice chat. Welcome to slime side. What I need to start off is 4 tanks on the 1, 2, 3, 4 way marks that are on the floor. This is a pretty easy job. You're just going to basically be following instructions the whole time. I just need 1 more tank for that 4. Okay, we got 4 tanks. Now what I need is 4 healers on the 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like we got 1 on 3. We got 1 on 2. We got 1 on 4. And we got 1 on 1. Perfect. We got our 2 soldier people at A and B. Awesome. What I need now for everybody else. So these 4 tanks and these 4 healers, remember who you are. These are our 4 main tanks for slimes and our healers. When I call for healers, I'm only talking to these 4 healers, not everybody else. So what I need from everybody else at this point is to split amongst the numbered waymarks, try to keep it somewhat even. What I'm going to need first up before I forget, for all 4 of those tanks, please turn your stances on. Again, only for those 4 tanks, make sure your stances are on. If we, for whatever reason, if we wipe and we have to back out and come back in, your stance will automatically be off. I will tell you to put stance back on so we enter back in. Welcome to Slimes. I like to split this up by saying that Slime side is the mechanics check, Golem side, the other side is the DPS check. We have a harder job because this content is 2 expansions old at this point. What's going to happen is there's going to be a bunch of green slimes that spawn in the middle of the hallway. We're all going to be split up in our rooms. There are 4 rooms, and there's 4 waymarks here, so we're all going to split up into our rooms. 1 is in the northwest, 2 is in the northeast, 3 southwest, 4 southeast. We need to fuse those green slimes. If they get close to each other and they're not interrupted for whatever reason, they will fuse into a larger slime. Our goal is to fuse them repeatedly until we have a big enough slime, and then we want to fuse all 4 of them the last time, all at the same time, and they'll explode, and that's how we get out of here. So how we're going to do that is there's going to be 3 green slimes that spawn in the middle of the hallway every single time. I will say which room's tank should be going up to get whatever number of slimes. The order will be 3 green slimes, then 2 green slimes, and then I'll have the healers go out and grab the last 4th green slime each. So my calls will be something like, room 1 tank, get your 3 slimes. Room 2 tank, 3 slimes. Room 3, 3 slimes. And then after we go through all 4, it'll be room 1, get 2 slimes. Room 2 and 3 at the same time will then be going out to get 2 slimes each, and so on and so forth. After we have that last one, I'm going to ask those 4 healers that I mentioned to grab 1 slime each. You're going to bring it to the doorway in your room, and you're going to just sit there and wait. Once we've confirmed that all 4 of our rooms have that last green slime in that doorway of their room, I'm going to have all tanks target those green slimes and provoke at the same time. Don't provoke until we're ready for those tanks. I will do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, provoke, and then we'll have all 4 of our tanks provoke the green slime onto the pad in the middle of the room. We're going to let them fuse. Once they're all ready to go, they'll kind of be very big and glowy, and we're going to get the heck out of here, going out the north hallway. While this is all going on, there's a bunch of red slimes that are spawning in each room, in all 4 rooms. So everybody else is split up amongst your rooms. You're going to be burning those reds down as soon as you possibly can. You want to bring them to the corner of the room. If they get too close to the greens, they will fuse with them, and then it's a wipe. So we need them to be pulled. They will tether to anybody who attacks them first, and then move towards you. Don't do a lot of damage, so don't worry about it. You just want to make sure you grab them, bring them to the corner of the room, and everyone's going to burn them down. We don't want our tanks helping with that. Those main tanks are only doing the green slimes. If you are a tank or a healer who is not one of those main people that I mentioned before, pretend you're DPS for this. 2 more things. We have our soldiers folks, Opal and Willie, I think it's William. They're going to be chilling on the hallway, just killing those soldiers. Everyone can ignore them. If they're in your party and you're a healer, just toss them a heal every now and then. They'll be taking some damage, but not too much. And the last part is there are traps. Phil is our preceptor. He has found these traps for us. I don't know where they are yet. Did you say them and I missed it? No. Where are traps? Southeast, mid, north. Okay. Thank you. He did say that earlier. Okay, so we have traps in the room. If you look at DRS Learning Channel, you can see Slimy Boys, thanks to Wobble, that shows where the traps are located. So they're in either the front of the room by the hallway or in the back of the room behind the pad for all 4 rooms. And there's one in those 3 spots in the middle hallway. So Phil was able to find one of the traps for us. At least it's in the southeast room, room 4. So 3, you do not have a trap in your room. That means there's 1 in mid, there's 1 in room 4, and there's 1 in rooms either 1 or 2. So how Phil is going to do this and find these traps for us on the ground is there's going to be 1 in the middle hallway. He'll find that first, then he'll go to southeast, and then he'll go north. If you are someone that's in a north room, just be very careful. I would recommend waiting outside your room until the trap is found. Just make sure you're grabbing those reds as soon as they spawn and making sure that they don't hit those greens. I know that was a lot of explanations pretty quickly. Are there any questions over what is going on here? As long as everyone is listening, following directions, I will call out when it is whatever room's turn to get whatever number of slimes. I'll try my best to mention when reds spawn, so people know that they've spawned and should be grabbing them and burning them down. I will call when to provoke for those 4 tanks who are main tanking. And then after they all get the fuse at the same time, we're going to head out. There's another doorway just like this one on the north end of the hallway. We're going to run out that one, and if you look at your mini-map, there's a little, like, it goes to the right a little bit through that door. We're going to go all the way to the corner over there, so we avoid the explosions. You can follow the crowd as we're moving out once we're done. This is the harder side because it's pretty mechanic heavy. But as long as we're all following directions, it should be pretty easy. With the traps, if you've done BA, they're pretty similar. There's going to be either poison traps or explosion traps. We'll see them throughout DRS. They will either poison everybody nearby them, it's a pretty hefty dot, or they explode and basically one-shot everyone nearby them. So we don't want to hit either of them. We're going to just leave them be, just ignore them. If you see a trap, just use your eyeballs and don't step into it. I think we're just waiting for Theoth, if there's no other questions, and then I will tell golems that we're ready. It's very quiet. Hi. Thank you for saying something. I appreciate that.
I don't have soundboard privileges, or I would.
Hey,
I don't either.
I argued for some people. Okay, you can't blame me for that.
I know.
I think I'm the only one who was like, let's give some people privileges. You want the applause sound? I can do that.
I was gonna play the B.
Which one?
B.
The B?
Just-
Oh my god, I intentionally did not upload that anywhere, so
okay.
I can't like so.
I got it. I got it.
I have it as
Here's
well.
a clap. I took that from Lynn and I was like, this is good to have, but I'm not going to put this anywhere.
It's in my personal soundboard server.
Yeah,
I thought about adding it. Alright, should I add it real quick while we're waiting?
Pain to my raid group last night.
I hit my raid group with it when we zoned into one. I'm like, hey guys, why is my music different? Beep.
Oh my god.
That depends. Do you DC? I don't know if they're on our side or not. Actually, are they? Are you on Slimes? Well, I'll explain anyway. If you DC mid-combat, you're coming back dead. If you DC out of combat, you come back whatever state you were in before. If you DC for more than 10 minutes, sorry. So if any of those DDoSers are in here with us for some reason, maybe don't.
Here, in the meantime, I got your B.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it any other times. I hope you liked it. Theoth, where are you?
Surely you didn't AFK out of the instance, right?
Wait, I don't
Yeah,
see him in
wouldn't do
voice
that
chat.
to us, right?
Oh, I see him in voice chat. No, he was... He wiggled before he left. Theoth was probably like, oh, Ballpark's explaining? I got like half an hour right now, even though it's slime side.
No, AFK time is before Big Boss.
I feel like all of the vets were celebrating when Lynn was like, okay, I think I could do some explanations tonight instead of me.
Saved us from the yappening.
I just wanted to do Queen's Guard. I did say to Lynn that if she wanted me to do Queen's Guard, I can cut my explanations in half by just only explaining the first half of Queen's Guard.
I mean, that's the part that matters.
It's like, oh, wait a minute. There's 2 more bosses.
If anyone wants to attend the Ballpark Anyprog, the explanations are pretty lengthy.
Yeah, isn't it just like
Hey, the-
yapping through the explanations of Queen's Guard, and then for the last one, it's like, show your home.
Pretty
I mean,
much.
honestly, yeah, you can
Yeah.
react call part 2.
Really quickly, Theoth is back. Are there any other quick questions before I say that we're ready? Okay. Slime's ready. Thank you, Wobble. Don't forget our traps are in 4, middle of the hallway, and north. We don't know where north. So if you're in a north room, wait for that middle trap to be recepted, and then you can kind of chill outside your room. Just be ready to go in as soon as the trap is found. I think Charlotte's at the box, right? Is it just you? Oh, okay. Again, for those 4 main tanks, just double check, make sure your stance is on. Only those 4 tanks should have their stance on. If you are not one of those 4 tanks, turn your stance off, please. Phil will open the door for us when we are ready. Don't look at the door right now. It'll probably open around like 3-ish seconds.
Maybe not, brother.
Oh, shit. I don't know what that means.
No, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Alright, he's finding our traps. Room 1 is going to grab our first 3 green slimes.
Poison is north.
Forgot I changed my tank bars. Reds have spawned. Make sure you grab those reds. Everyone burn them down. Room 2, your greens should be spawning. And making sure we're fusing our greens in the middle of the pad in your room. Looks like all of our traps are found. Room 3, you're going to grab 3 greens. Oh, wait, we got a room 2. We need 1 in the hallway. And room... We just want to make sure there's 3 each. Okay, looks like we got 3 each. No problem. Don't worry about that bigger one in the hallway. It's coming your way. And room 4, you want to grab 3 each. Reds are spawning. Room 4, you want to grab 3. Are we missing a slime somewhere? There's 4 in the hallway right now.
But slimes.
There's what?
No.
Okay, I don't know if we're missing one or not, but room...
Looks like we only
Southwest
got...
is +2.
Yeah, looks like we only got 2 down here.
Alright, okay, you got 2 more. Okay. I'm trying to keep count. Sorry, one sec. Okay. Room 3. Room 3. Go grab 1 more in the hallway. Room 3 only. Grab 1 more in the hallway right now. And room 2. Grab 2 in the hallway. Room 2. Grab 2 in the hallway. I'm also going to grab 2 in room 1.
Healers, keep an eye on tanks.
Room 4. Grab 2 in the hallway. And bring them back to fuse on your pad. Keep killing reds in the meantime. And I need healers. There's a bunch of greens in the hallway. Healers are going to grab 1 each and bring them to the... Oh, we went way too fast in room 2. This is going to be a wipe.
It's recoverable.
We don't have enough greens.
In the hallways we do. It's too late now.
Yeah. Wipe.
Head to the center hallway. Click off your cure. Do not step on the trap. We are going to blow up and die.
We are intentionally wiping here so we can get out and come back in. What we need, guys, is I'm going to call out rooms for the tanks. I'm going to call out rooms. You should only be going into the hallway.
Don't get knocked into the bomb. Do not get...
For the tanks, you should only be going... You may bounce, by the way, with your re-raiser, so just hit stuff and die again. I think we hit the others. Oh, we had 2 poisons?
No, someone stepped on the bomb.
Oh, okay. We're trying to die here, so just hit anything and just do your best to die. So for tanks, for the next one, I'm going to call out your room. You are going to go only when it is your turn, when I call your room, into the hallway, and you're going to grab the number of slimes that I tell you to grab. We're trying to make do because we were... Oh, is Opal on voice chat? No. Oh, yes, she is. She's muted. So I will tell you I will call out the room number and tell you how many green slimes to get, and you will go when it is your turn and grab only that number and no more. So make sure you are not going in early, because it looks like we had a little bit of fighting because people were going at the wrong time, which is fine. Just only go into the hallway and grab the number of green slimes when I call your room number to grab that number of slimes. So I tried to kind of make up for that, but it did not work.
That's how it feels to drift backwards on impetus training. Fun fact.
You're a fun fact.
Got him.
Alright, looks like Golems is coming up now. We're going right back in, probably. Once we are back in, Lynn might come up here and say it herself, but just in case, make sure you are using another essence. You have lost your essence. You have lost your re-raiser, so you're going to need to pop new ones at the box and then refill your holster again to make sure you've filled everything again. And for those 4 tanks, your stance is gonna turn off. So make sure for those 4 tanks, only those 4 tanks, make sure your turning stance back on once we're back inside.
I will not forget my pure. I will not forget my re-raiser. I will not forget Charlotte's re-raiser.
Fuck Charlotte. I'm waiting for the Lynn jump scare of jumping up here and telling everyone to use their re-raiser and pure. We keep saying it because people often just jump down and don't do stuff. So
if we ever seem like we're repeating something a lot that seems obvious, it's because despite that, it happens.
Often.
I mean, one
Did
time
you know?
I jumped down without checking that I had re-raiser and essence.
Yeah, that's why you pop your pure, you use your re-raiser. Always.
I only realized that once my toe touched the pad.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's less nice.
You ran out of pure. That is not great.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you wait, is Rain on our side? Rain is over. Wait. I can't tell names.
What name?
Rain is on Golem side. Okay, well, Lynn will hopefully explain what to do with that.
Alright.
Yes, there
Let's just
were told to have 5 in the box.
They said
It's
alright,
also-
let's run.
Okay,
Yeah.
Deep Templar. Okay. I think Himbo's on the other side too. He can.
As we commonly say, we will happily throw rocks at you if you tell us to.
That'll be a case of I got, which is
Well, it's listed everywhere to bring at least 5, and this is why we tell people to bring at least 5.
Ballpark, why'd you pop a medikit?
If you need
It was an accident, and now I don't want to click it off.
Ah.
I brought it because if I'm doing minnow stuff, and I can just pop a poison, not have to worry about it. So I just brought it anyway, and then I accidentally clicked it, trying to hit my re-raiser. Sucks to be me.
I mean, you
Okay.
can pop the poison trap for free.
Yeah, right. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna do that. Maybe if it's in my room, I'll do that. Okay. Tanks, again, for those 4 tanks only, make sure your stances are on. All of the tanks should have their stance off. Our traps this time are southwest, mid, north. So there's going to be a trap in room 3. There's one in mid. There's one north. Everything else is going to be the same. Are there any questions based off of how that went over what we're doing? I can re-explain anything we need to. I can go over anything if anyone's confused. Please speak now, or I will say that we're ready. Okay.
There's still some people at the box, too.
Oh, that's fine. I guess can everyone do a quick check just to make sure people are here? I know all of A except for Charlotte is here, which is fine.
Oh, what?
I'm just checking to make sure people are here. Are B
Oh.
and C here? If there's anyone at the box, that's fine. I just want to make sure that we are relatively good. I guess to Charlotte, are there people at the box, or is it just you and Volk?
Yes, Bibo and Rain are here too.
Oh, B and C are ready. Okay, then I'm gonna say slimes are ready, and we'll wait on them.
It's Essence for Gore and yeah.
I saw Cerberus in Rage and World of Darkness last week.
Nice.
God.
Someone dropped a tether because they were trying to hold it, but they didn't realize it had a timer.
Yeah, I tell people to not fucking play with those things every time I see that happen.
The content is so old at this point. There's more ways because people are fucking with them at this point. Just do it.
Yeah. Just place the tether.
I just had a good time.
Wow, it was your fault.
I died.
Ow.
I wasn't the tether person. Focusing out.
All right, again, traps are southwest, mid, and north. Room 1 is going to grab these first 3 green slimes. Room 2, get ready. You're going to grab the next 3 when they spawn. Room 2, these are yours. Looks like all traps are found. Room 3 tank, get ready. You're going to grab 3 of the next ones. Room 3, these are your greens. Reds have spawned. Room 4 tank, get ready. You're going to grab the next 3. Room 4, these are yours. Reds have spawned. Alright, room 1 is going to grab 2. And tanks in rooms 2 and 3, get ready. All right, 2 and 3, grab 2 each. Please don't fight over them. 2 each. Reds have spawned. Room 4 tank, get ready. You're gonna grab 2, and the healer in room 1 is gonna grab 1 and bring it to the doorway. I see green's going into room 4. Reds have spawned. Healers in rooms 2, 3, 4, grab 1 each, bring them to the doorway.
Tanks as well. Don't be afraid to use mitt if you need to.
Yep. I see green slimes, I think, are by the doorway for each. So tanks, those main tanks, target those green slimes that your healers have. And we're going to provoke in 3, 2, 1, provoke. Provoke, provoke, provoke. Make sure it's fusing on the pad.
Overlapping hitboxes.
Yep. And we're going to wait until they all fuse. They're going to get big and glowing.
All fusing.
Keep grabbing those reds. Keep grabbing those reds. And we're going to head out the north doorway. Head out the north doorway. Looks like we are good. Go all the way to the corner. All the way in the back right corner. Grab everything we can.
Bubble. What the...
Wipe? Is it a wipe?
What?
What?
Oh,
Room 4, big slime got killed because they were attacking the small slime before the fuse went off.
Really?
Yeah.
Head back in! We need to blow up as fast as we can, and these slimes will all kill us.
That's
Sorry, what happened in room 4?
Run back in first.
The small slime was being attacked.
Yeah, we're only hitting reds. Where people were attacking greens, we're only hitting reds. Greens we are trying to fuse intentionally.
The faster we die, the faster we get to go again.
That's so unfortunate. Oh my god. Don't attack the green slimes if you're not attacked.
You may have bouncers, another explosion trap in room 2, northeast.
There's also big reds.
We are still trying to die. That person that did not have a PR hopefully can get some now, at least. They got lucky.
Silver lining to wiping. They won't be left on the ground if they die.
Yep.
recommend me how to die fast.
Just hit everything.
Hit a button in the moment you get up, and hopefully it's a dot.
Lick your PR off.
Yeah, that too.
Clicking your PR off too.
Person who needed a pure was in Golem's side, so
Yep.
that is almost certainly being dealt with there.
Charlotte, do you have it? What are the ones that have re-raisers on them?
Care?
You have any? Can
I have
steal,
some
like,
cares, yeah.
I have like 1,000 on me.
Okay, well, anyone then. I'm just north of the cache.
Where are you at?
I'm just north of the cache. Or,
You're fucking Wallafel, I can't
East.
see you.
I'm the bush. Thank you. I got followed from Wobble. Thank you. That was my last re-raiser. This is something I wouldn't need anymore.
Wait, should I be giving you the 80 instead of Charlotte?
I don't care. I don't need it. I'm not dying. I don't even go into
I
reclares
think the
anymore. with
80 is
re-raisers.
funny.
I think it's funny. I like that it's reliable.
I've had people on Lynn's runs ask me if I'm forgetting something when I don't have one. I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't even care about it. I can give you. I think I have more cares on XCal. If you want, I don't think you care, but if you want them back. Oh no, I don't. I used them all. Never mind. Thank you.
You don't need to give me cares.
I want to show you
not,
that
I do not
care
want
about
them
you.
back.
I want to show you that I care about you.
That's not even half of what I farmed today.
Oh my god.
I got like 500 and change.
Oh my god.
2 dusts and 2 wins.
I used to farm back in the day. I haven't in a while. Because I have not needed any extras. Although I need more HSACs. I gotta go do more Castrum.
I have like 600.
HSACs are just zone 3.
Oh, it is? Am I thinking of FOM? Or FOP?
Yeah, that's FOM and FOP.
Okay, I
You
play
want
those.
resolve for those, which drop in sets of 10 from 3 of the 4.
Yeah, I farmed
Zone
them.
3
I did
Not
some-
MathBot.
You
Not
can tell
Math-
how much I farmed them. I haven't had to do it in a while, so I haven't needed it.
Hey, click your peers. Click your ancestors.
Yes, thank you.
please.
Thank you.
Your-
Pures,
your-
re-raisers.
And re-raisers, yeah.
Do not drop down without.
I actually managed to hit my Lost Protect before hitting Lost Arise. I don't like slotting over my Arises, even though I do that every instance.
After you have used your Pure and re-raiser, don't forget that you want to refill. Make sure you have a full holster before you jump down. Tanks, for those 4 tanks, make sure your stances are on. Lynn says we're going to give this one more go before we start swapping people around in case we're having other issues. Are there any questions this time? We are only attacking red slimes. The only people who should be remotely interacting with those green slimes are those 4 tanks and those 4 healers, and all you're doing is just gathering them. If you want to build gauge on them, just 1, 2, 3.
Just want to tell you that my tank in my party has no jump down without checking to hit pure.
Do they have any essence?
No, they jump down without an essence.
Okay, well. Do you have another tank in your party?
It's our only tank.
Oof.
He was going to be working overtime for this encounter.
Yeah.
Not a lot of overtime, but like a little.
I should have went as
All
a
right.
tank.
Okay. Lynn says we'll figure it out once we're at Seeker. So let's just get through Slimes and Golems, and then we will figure out what's going on.
Wait, sorry, what happened?
Look, don't feel bad.
Don't worry about it.
Like I said, I jumped down without a pure one time.
Oh.
But that, since this is an Anyprog, we may need to leave you on the floor if you are constantly dying, and we can't waste arises on that. So if we get through it, we'll figure it out.
We may have full parties for LBs, but
yeah, we may need to move people out at least to get an Indom with an Aether Shield in that party. But we will figure that out. For our 4 tanks, make sure your stances are on. Again, only those 4 tanks. Is one of those is your tank without an essence one of those 4 the Slimes tanks?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay. Healers, please make sure they get healed up. Because they're going to be taking some extra hits here.
they do have Protect on them.
Okay.
I did get that.
That's fine. That's fine. We just need to make sure they don't
Ballpark,
die.
say yes for me. I'm not able to type at the moment. No, bathroom break is during Seeker explanations.
Then what's
I
Queen's?
am dying. Please, let's clear.
Again, for our 4 tanks, make sure your stances are on.
This is not a joke. Please, God, let's clear.
Our traps are southwest, mid, and north, same as last time. Okay. We're getting those traps found. These are for room 1. Room 2 tank, get ready. You are on deck. Reds have spawned. All of our traps are found. Room 2 tank, these are yours. Room 3 tank, get ready. These are yours. Reds have spawned. But we're not trying to kill these greens. Room 4 tank, you are on deck. Room 4 tank, these are your greens. Again, for healers, just make sure we're healing up. Room 4 tank, they're going to be taking a lot of damage as these start fusing. Reds have spawned. I am room 2 tank, I'm going to grab 2. Room 2 and 3 tanks, get ready. Room 2 and 3, grab 2 each. Reds have spawned. Room 4 tank and healer in room 1. Get ready. Room 4 tank is going to grab 2. Healer in room 1 will grab 1. Healers in rooms 2, 3, 4. Get ready. Those healers are going to grab 1 each and bring them to the doorway in your room. Reds have spawned. We'll wait for room 4 to fuse and for those slimes to make it into their rooms.
Room 4 is going to need a minute to wiggle the slime on the pit.
Okay, yep. For our tanks, we got time. Just make sure we're getting the big ones on the pad.
And
Reds
healers,
have
keep an eye
spawned.
out.
Are we good in room 4?
Yep.
Okay, tanks, target the green slime that your healer has. And we're going to provoke in 3, 2, 1, provoke. Make sure it's fusing in the middle of the pad, right in that hitbox.
And no one attack the green slimes.
Just chill. Wait for them to
wait.
fuse. Don't interrupt, don't touch, let them fuse. Oh, this looks beautiful.
Good.
Grab everything. We're running out the north door.
Well, sure.
Grab everything.
Oh!
Last minute.
Oh my god! Holy shit! How did I survive that?
What?
It's scary.
Oh god, that gave me a jump scare. I was close to that pad. Sure.
I was so close to the trap.
Run all the way to the corner here. If you are too close to the doorway, you could get hit by that slime exploding and it will hurt. So there's no big slimes headed our way, which is good.
By the way, build your cage, build your cage.
If anyone's
Right now.
dead, say something now. Otherwise, we're going to take this pad. We cannot get back
They-
and help you.
One didn't
dead,
bounce. I got.
one dead.
I
I'm-
have
I'm
a rise
dead.
slotted. I have a rise slotted, so I got you.
God.
All right,
I'm
let's
the
start our
one that
healers.
blew up the pad.
Oh, I was wondering. I didn't know what was going on.
Jesus. Make sure not to get both traps when you go out.
I got him.
Okay. Everyone else is still on slimes. We can take that pad and head up. And Lynn will take it from here.
Okay, Discord's like randomly exploding for me right now, but
No, someone was yoinking those while you were still trying to explain stuff.
I swear that wasn't shit. Okay, whatever. Anyways, hey, congratulations, you got past probably like the hardest part of the instance. Anyways, there's 2 chests at the bottom of the stairs. Those are personal loot. You must grab them on your own. I cannot grab them for you. You must grab them on their own. Again, personal spoils. Every chest in here is personal spoils. You must grab them on your own. It's not rolling for loot. It's all personal loot. There's no lockout on it, so make sure you go get it yourself and only yourself. Anyways, welcome to Trinity Seeker. This is probably the hardest boss to get a first grasp of. I think, in my opinion, for learning, well, in terms of like re-clearing and whatnot, it's pretty fucking annoying. Anyways, oh, I should probably do this one first. Anyways, now that we're here, I can talk about lost actions. Yay! I'm gonna start with melee DPS, physical range DPS, and tanks. If you're running the Font of Power and Honored Sacrifice / Dervish stuff, please make sure you're bursting in the 2 minutes. You want to line everything up with your Font of Power and put everything you can under Font of Power, including raid buffs, any big buttons you might have, Honored Sacrifice, Dervish, etc. Please make sure everything goes under Font of Power because that is a huge damage buff. It's like a big old crit boost, a big old damage buff, along with all the other things. Again, to remind you, buffs in this game are multiplicative. So they will scale they will pretty much go up exponentially with the higher percentages and more percentages that you have. So, and this kind of goes again for everybody too. This game lives and dies by the 2 minute meta. I'm sorry to say it, it unfortunately does at this moment in time. So if there's a good time to burst, it's under the 2 minute raid buffs, and this is where your Font of Power, Honored Sacrifice, Lost Dervish, and making sure you have Cure 4 up and other raid buffs will go. The better you burst under 2s, the more damage you do, the faster bosses die, the less mechanics you have to see, the less re-raises you'll have to waste. It kind of goes, it's a whole slippery slope, but I just want to really emphasize the 2 minute stuff here. As you can see in the DRS loading chat, I also posted some images of how to use your lost actions. This goes over, for every roll and whatnot. Tanks, again, big buttons under burst. Healers, again, 2 minutes under burst. There's a couple of other spots when they appear. I'll let you know about like, hey, this is where you can use Steal and Spell, Steal, Sting, and Spell Forge. Here's where you can use Dispel, Light Curtains, etc. And DPS again, Really going to emphasize here, if you have a 90-second buff, this being Honored Sacrifice, Honored Sacrifice, Dervish, and Chain Spell. This goes, you drift at 30 seconds, you put it under the 2 minutes. Again, huge damage buff. I will pay you to use your actions. I will literally pay you to use your lost actions because this is huge damage. Last thing I want to talk about is Cure 4 uptime. Cure 4s. Healers, specifically healers with the green icon, can you please press a random AoE heal? Helios, Sucker, Cure 3, Ukraine, Prognosis. Cast it for me really quickly, so people can kind of see it. Yeah, it does like 8,000, 12,000 at most, etc., etc. Yeah, okay, Cure 4 casters. Can you please press Cure 4 for me really quickly? Ooh, look at all those pretty numbers. Yeah, so unfortunately, going into Endwalker, Cure 4 wasn't really affected by the stat squish. So the potency that you see on the Cure 4 buff is basically what you're going to get in terms of healing, plus or minus some random percent number. I forget exactly what it is. But Cure 4 casters, press Cure 4 whenever you want. Really, you got 25 charges of it. You have more than enough charges to get you the entire incense. Some of your parties hurt, press Cure 4. Your 60-second 10% buff's going down, press Cure 4. By the way, Cure 4 casters, I'll say this too. Your Pure Essence of the Elder and Cure 4 synergize together to give the entire party a 60-second buff that for 10% extra damage. That stacks multiplicatively. You don't need to hear the rest of the spiel from me. But again, somebody's hurt, press Cure 4. You want to press Cure 4, press Cure 4. So 60-second buff, spell to fall off, press Cure 4. Just make sure you're hitting your whole party as best you can so everybody can get the buff, yada yada yada. Simple as that. Last thing I personally want to go over is something I always like to stress, is re-raisers. If you die, there is no prompt of like, hey, do you want to get re-raised right now? No, it'll get you off the ground without your damn consent. You die, it'll proc, it'll be like a small little text on your screen saying like the heroes of memories past live on, and it'll get you back up with full MP and all that with a weakness. It will not prompt you for your permission. It'll just get you up. If you happen to get up while inside of a death wall, so you like got knocked into a wall or whatever reason, calmly step out of the wall first. Do not press any other buttons besides movement buttons. You do not press actions. You do not press sprint. You do not press another re-raiser. You don't press anything besides just calmly walking out of the wall. Once you are comfortably out of the wall, then you can start pressing your actions again, sprint, etc., pop another re-raiser, all that jazz. If you get a small little transcendence window or an invulnerability window, just to allow you to walk out. So, don't stress about it too much. Just make sure you calmly walk out, and you're good to go. I've harped on enough about lost actions. Let's talk about Trinity Seeker. This is the first boss. It's quick. It's just like normal mode. I swear it's almost 1-to-1 normal mode with a couple of extra mechanics and a bit more overlap in some spots. And it's also much faster. The main things I personally want to go over are pretty much in the pocket explainer. It is the Mercy Fourfold. The boss telegraphs the 4 cleaves, how you saw in normal mode, and then it'll cleave in that order of what it telegraphs. So, for example, in the picture you can see it cleaves 4, 3, 2, 1. It'll telegraph that with its 4 katanas, and then it'll repeat that, just actually activating those 4 cleaves. You can do this in a simple 1 or 2 movements. Anytime I call these directions, I will try to call them true north relative. A is the north marker here. A will always be north. So if you need a kind of orientation of the arena, look for the A marker. That's always north. You've already seen the iron splitters. Where the boss jumps onto one of the 2 rings. It'll slam its fist into the ground, and it'll charge it up and explode those same color rings. This happens around the arena again, yada yada yada. Same thing with this. There's also the Orb and Lotus that does return here, and again, it is much faster than normal mode. So you need to be looking away from the orb first, and then moving away from the pink lotus as it will expand to the same size it was in normal mode. One thing I also want to talk about in callouts is if we do see the mechanic, a clone will spawn with the 4 katanas, and it'll do Mercy Fourfold Mercy as well. if it spawns in one of the 4 cardinal directions where you see like A, B, C, or D, there's this odd little blank spot, and this is on purpose. This is why the letter markers are shifted over to hug the barricade. How we like to call these is that I like to have this spot right here. I'm going to mark myself with the not 1. This spot right here, this is the blank spot. If I have to make a call out of like blank, you go there. So like, for example, the boss cleaves 4-3 blank C, and when I say go to 4, you go to 3, go to blank right here, and then go to C. So anytime you see a blank spot, that's just basically what it is. Everything else can be done in callouts, thankfully, so I won't talk your ear off too much, unless there's something that another vet around here wants to talk about with me really quickly. Other than that, if you're ready to go, hop onto the C marker for me, the C sand C marker over the purple line, so that I know that you're ready to go. At any point in time, if you're not ready to go, please step behind the purple line, so that signifies to me that you are not ready or you're not at your desk. Oh, good. That's actually a good time to talk about this. By the way, equip your haste gear. Eat some food. I posted a handy little image. I know it's a little late for me, but if you have the Bajaniering, put it on. It's free haste. Haste is a GCD reduction, and it's just free damage, basically.
Haste is the only stat that matters.
Yes, haste is the only stat that matters. Materia is disabled here. Your stats are predeterministic based on what role you're playing. I have the stat sheet somewhere. I'm too lazy to go get it. However, augmented gear, augmented Bajan, augmented Law's Order, and the Bojaniering are the best in the slot here. Nothing else. Just have it. Other than that, just have a piece of gear in every slot, and you're good to go. Like I said, eat some food. Charlotte, you good? Yeah, Charlotte's good. I'll be your main tank, so tanks, make sure your stances are off. Ballpark's into my OT.
Ace, are you talking about the chains?
Maybe Earthshakers.
Oh, Earthshakers!
Oh.
That is a good thing to talk about. Thank you so much, Ace. So during the monk phase, the boss will do the Iron Splitters, and it'll also spawn a clone that'll appear in the center of the arena and cast Earthshakers. These are, if you don't know what these are tiny little cone AoEs, about 15 degrees or so, that'll shoot out from the center of the boss. So typically this is always from the center of the arena. You want to move these away from the party if you get the marker above your head. You can jump around, there's a little sound effect to it as well, and you want to move these away, because if you get hit, or anybody else hit, will get an earth resistance down, meaning that the next time they get hit, they'll take increased damage. Oftentimes this will be lethal. So please, if you get an Earthshaker and we see the mechanic, you get the yellow bauble above your head, move away from the party, respecting what color to stand on, and just take the Earthshaker away. And that's good. Other than that, everything else can be done in callouts. Looks like everybody's here. I'll pop a 30-second countdown starting now. And we'll get going. Make sure to pop your 2 minutes, pop some potions. We want to kill this boss nice and quick. This is a crazy boss to do, so let's have some fun.
I hope Charlotte's here.
Charlotte's here.
I'm here.
Oh, he's okay.
Charlotte always does that with me.
I feel like you usually get up when the countdown
No,
starts.
I said in chat earlier that I was actually AFK for once, but I was behind the line.
Yeah. Alright. Again, tanks, please make sure your stances are off. I don't want to fight for Hacker here. Make sure your stances are off. Stances are off. Also start with a raid wide. Verdant Tempest is the raid wide of this fight. If you ever see it, pop a little bit of mid, and we'll be good to go. Cure Force, you can heal up your party or let your healers do it. I always suggest your Cure Force do it. Say hello to the clone. The clone is spawned. Don't worry about it right now, though. We're starting by 3. Easy. East for 2, west for 2. The closer you are to the center of the boss's hitbox, the easier it is. We're going to be east of the boss for 2, then walk through for 2 after 2 hits. Alright. 1 hit. 2 hits end up on the west side of the boss. Look away from 1. Look away from the 1 marker. And go to 2. Look away from 1. Head to 2. And move away from the 2 marker. And inside the boss's hitbox. Inside the boss's hitbox. Get inside the boss's hitbox. Front back is also safe. It's a hot wing. And now get away from the main tank. I'm moving the boss center. Just get away from me. Hey, look at that. An Invuln Buster. And last but not least, a solo buster. Just leave me alone by myself. I'll be fine. I'll be okay. Just, you know, leave me be. As long as I am by myself, I will be perfectly okay. I can move around, do whatever I want, as long as I'm alone. Stack up close together, please. Some chains are going to spawn. These are vault chains. You must run away from each other to break them, but wait for them to form. Wait. Run away from each other and hide behind a barricade. Hide behind a barricade. Any barricade will do. Just hide behind a barricade. Get behind a barricade. Anyone will do. Get back to the center of the arena. The boss will spawn some clones to do Ifrit dashes through the center of the arena. This will be preceded with a knockback or hide. We're heading to 3. Head to the 3 marker. Lean more towards C. We're going to hide behind the barricade at 2. Hiding behind the barricade at 2. Hide. Hiding behind the barricade at 2. Hide at 2. Get to the stack up in front of 2. Stack up in front of the 2 marker. If you die on the wall, calmly walk out, then walk to the 2 marker. Pop another re-raiser. Stay here for me really quickly. Gonna bait some easily dodgeable lines. Some clones are gonna spawn. They're gonna jump away, and they're gonna reappear. They're gonna do some easily dodgeable baited lines at our feet. Just run away from them. The boss will jump for an iron splitter, and then we'll actually push a phase. Move out of these. Get on brick blue stone. Brick blue stone. Stand on brick blue stone. Brick blue stone. And get intercardinals of the boss. Get intercardinals of the boss. Max melee, safe but scary. We have hit an HP gate. The 3 and 4 markers are safe. Hey, hold your 2 minutes, by the way, if you have those coming up. I don't know if they're coming up or not, but please hold your 2 minutes. The boss will go. We're going to disengage from the boss really here for a moment. Kratos set up Ifrit dashes, this time with a Mercy fourfold into a Lotus. Head to 2, go to 2, we're going to 2, go to 2. We're starting by 1. Ooh, crossover. North, south, south, north. We're going to start up north for 2 hits. We'll start for north for 1 hit, go down south for 2 hits, then go back north. North, south for 2 hits, 1 hit. 2 hits, go back up north. Look away from 1 again. Look away from 1, head to 4. Look away from 1, head to 4. Head to 4. Vault chains again. Get close to the boss. Get close to the boss. Now break those chains. Break those chains. Get ready for a raid wide. There's that raid wide I was talking about. Get ready for it. And get away from the main tank. A little bit of a buster coming out right about now. Or about me. I'm vibing. We're having a good time. Coming up next is going to be Iron Splitters with Mercy fourfold. Followed by an Orb and Lotus right after, but let's focus on one thing at a time. Clones will spawn. Iron Splitter coming up. Mercy fourfold. Starting by 2. Easy. North for 2, south for 2. North for 2, south for 2 again. North for 2, south for 2. Start on yellow sand. Yellow sand. Count 2 hits. 1 hit. 2 hits. Walk through the boss. End up on brick blue stone. End up on brick blue stone. Okay, 1 more random color. Yellow sand again. Yellow sand. Look away from 3. Look away from the 3 marker. And head to 4. Look away from 3, head to 4. Ice resolves first, and then the orange lines. Ice then lines. Raid wide. I don't think we're good LB3.
We're not even close in this party.
Yeah, we're not even close.
We'd have to hold for a while.
We'll just kill the boss. Good job. Let's Trinity Seeker down, guys. That's probably hardest boss to execute. Yes. Healers, feel free to start a rising bodies. There are traps ahead. Please do not pop the traps. If you see that orange glowing golden pad, that is not for you. That is for
Take a hard right.
Take a hard right. That is for Dr. Phil and Dr. Phil only. Dr. Phil is our duelist for this evening. And yeah. Other than that, a rise protocol is necessary. If you're rising a body, please stand on top of said body so we know that you are rising it. Healers, I see Wobble saying it right now. we do have some serial combat arisers, meaning you may get arised in combat. If you get arised in combat, don't go AFK. Please, 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 don't go AFK. It's really disrespectful to the healer who is trying to arise you, and if you do get arised and immediately die, they'll probably be really sad, and they'll probably want their arises back.
Once again, this game does not ask for your consent.
Yes. Please stay behind the purple line as well. We don't want to pull Dahu. We do not want to pull Dahu because if we do, if we do pull it early, the duel's pad will lock, and we don't want that. We want the duel to engage first, and then we pull Dahu. So just hang out behind the purple line while we're waiting for everybody to get up off the ground. In the meantime, I'll talk about this fight a little bit. There's not really not much to talk about. A lot of it is just don't stand in the orange, yellow, bad. Don't stand in AoEs. Boss will roar. It'll spawn some rocks. Just some clusters of rocks drop on the ground. Just don't stand in it, of course. Boss will dash north and south. This will not be telegraphed besides a little movement from the boss. The boss will wind up a charge, but it will not tell it like it do an orange AoE on the ground. Simply just don't be in front. Don't pull. Are my healers good?
They're on the way.
Okay.
Last buddy's up.
Cool. Just making sure my healers are on the way, and then we'll get pulling. Last dead arised. Other than that, everything else can be done in callouts, so I'm not too worried. Alright. Here comes all of the healers. Alright, we go. We don't do countdowns on this boss because we can't, because the duelist is currently in combat. Being said, I'll pull the boss a little bit north, because the boss does the charges baited distance from the furthest wall. There's those croc rocks. Don't be in the wall. Don't be in the rocks. Please do not be in the rocks. Don't be in bad. Dahu is dashing south. Don't be in the way of that. Dahu is dashing north, straight north. Don't be in the way of that. Get to the sides of Dahu as well. Get to the sides of Dahu. Do not turn into barbecue. Okay. I'm gonna get the boss back center, and then some ads are gonna spawn on the edges of the arena. These ads will dash. They are telegraphed dashes around the edges of the arena. Please do not stand in the bad. Channel your inner pixel if you want to stay close. Get really close or really, really far away. That's the best way to dodge this. Spit flame markers are gonna come out now. If you get a dot above your head, please take this out to an ad, kill any ad. Any ad will do, just kill an ad. If you get the dots, take them out to an ad, kill any ad. Any ad will do. Any ad will do, please. And ads are going to dash again. Left, right, shockwave. Start on the right of the boss. Then move into this cleave. Move into this cleave as it goes off. Just like normal mode. Get knocked into a safe spot. Any safe spot will do as long as you're knocked into a safe spot. Please get knocked into any open safe spots where there's no ad. You'll be good to go. If you know the tech, do the tech. Well, a little late for me to say that. Get on Dahu's left shoulder. Get on Dahu's left shoulder. Also, about 5 fire spins here. Whee! Oh yeah, make sure to be using lost actions here, by the way. Lost actions are important. Even on trash. Yes, I said it. You kill these bosses so fast, it doesn't even matter. Ads are spawning. Don't worry about it. I'm going to just sync mitt, and we'll be A-okay. I'm going to get them under the boss. AoE them down, please. Build gauge. Whoop. AoE these ads down, please. AoE these ads down. AoE these ads down, please. AoE. Alright, we're good. Alright, here comes the kitchen sink of mechanics. A lot of things are going to happen in one. Ads are going to dash. Left, right, shockwave. Croc rocks coming down from the ceiling. Please respect it. Croc rocks. Ads are dashing. Never mind. We've killed the boss. Congratulations. The duelist is still doing duel things, so this is your last chance to get the Dahu, Seeker, and the Slime's Golem's chests. Oh, congratulations, duelist.
Yay! Let's go.
Congratulations, duelist. We have a duelist. We have a main character for the run. I am so proud of him.
Congrats,
Yay.
Phil. Congrats, Phil. First ever duel
I
clear.
pop shirt guys like 2 GCDs early.
I was wondering how you died so early.
Yeah.
I was
Once you
like,
guys are
oh wait,
ready to
I'm
go-
in trouble. It was
Once
like
you guys...
10 seconds of the fight. Sorry, go ahead.
Alright, once you guys are ready to go, you can feel free to go. Was there anybody dead? Nobody dead? Okay. Alright,
Cool.
if you're ready to go, you can feel free to take the pad down to Queen's Guard, and we'll probably start getting through that right now. Ballpark joked about it with me last night, so I'm gonna be really, really funny. Hey, Ballpark, can you handle Queensguard explanations?
Oh, hell yeah.
Or I'm gonna go bake a
Alright.
cake.
All right, want to go
If you don't know,
and then
if you
watch
don't know
it
the
dry.
meme, Ballpark likes to take a long time on Queensguard explanations, but he's gotten better. So I'll let
Yeah, I'm
him
gonna
do
explain
it, so I
half
can
of it
rest my
only.
voice a little bit. I'm gonna rest my voice a little bit, so I'll
Alright,
let him do it.
I think I did improve on this from the last Anyprog. Okay, so Queensguard broken up into 4 fights. The first 4 phases. The first phase, we have all 4 of them. Then the next 2 phases are just 2 groups of 2. And the last phase, they all come back. So the first phase, what we're going to do is have all of our tanks have their stances on. We're going to group them up in the middle and just keep on burning them down. They're going to teleport away potentially after some AoEs. The second phase is where it really starts happening. So at that point, we're going to have the warrior and the knight are going to spawn back. We're going to bring one to the wall. We're going to have one in the middle. During that, they're going to be a tether with a color on them. It's going to tell us whether we need to have the purple buff or the yellow buff, which is Spellforge and Steel Sting. Healers, make sure you have them at this point. You don't need to slot them in right now. Figure it out with your other healer if one of you wants to take one, wants to take the other. But depending on what we need, Lynn will call out which color we need. We need to make sure that anyone who is doing, if we need people to be doing physical damage, that's when the healer will, whoever is using Steel Sting, the yellow one, will make sure that all of our people who do magic damage at any point, there's hybrids, like a red mage, for example, is a hybrid. They do some physical, some magic, so they will need both of them. But if they need physical, you will apply yellow. If you need to be doing magical, you will apply purple to all of the physical-only damage dealers. I think it should be in DRS Learning. Yep, if you look in DRS Learning, you can see our list of people who need only Spellforge, Steel Sting, and then our hybrids that will need both of them, no matter which color it is. They override each other, so you can't just apply both at the start of the fight. For me, I like to either pre-apply during the countdown, depending on what they need, or just wait until the call goes out. If you're waiting until the call goes out, prioritize the 2 main tanks and the duelist to make sure that they at least have what they need because they're doing the most damage. If you don't have the correct buff, you do basically know you're pretty much not hitting it. It's not even worth it. So make sure we have both Spellforge and Steel Sting. If you don't have it in your party, say something so we can figure that out before we pull. Also, in that second phase, there's going to be bomb mechanics. You might remember that from normal. They're a little different in this one. You can see in the second image in DRS Learning kind of what happens. There's either a shield or a sword. It means either we're going to have an explosion in the middle, or the bomb that's in the middle will get knocked to the side of the arena. Sorry, I'm trying to read party channel. What's going on? So we're the call will go out for what to do with that. Everyone is also potentially going to get tethered with those bombs. The combination of them will tell you whether you need to get hit by a big bomb or a small bomb. The best part of this is that our caller, Lynn, will tell you what you need to do. So all you need to recognize is if you are tethered or not, and she will tell you if you're tethered, go here. If you're not tethered, go here. So it's relatively easy. Just make sure you are listening if you don't want to look at the reference guide or anything like that to figure out where to go. And as long as you're doing that, you should be good to go. After the next mechanic, a little bit later on after that, there will be more tethers. At that point, if you're tethered, there's going to be giant circles on the ground. You'll either go to the green wind or the purple lightning. If you're tethered, you'll go to the green wind at that point. And then after that, we collapse into the middle of the arena and dodge in a cardinal direction, if everything is set up correctly, for that mechanic, and then it repeats. Not too bad. The next phase after that, we'll have the soldier and the gunner. For this one, it's a little trickier. First mechanic is fire frogs. They'll jump around the arena. If there's going to be a safe spot, don't worry about the safe spot. You'll just follow the directions when it gets called out. The kicker with that part is you're going to get a little circle under your feet. If you remember from whatever raid, I cannot remember, and I refuse to remember which raid it's in. But the guy with
Monastery.
the sniper guy that puts the circle under your feet. You're going to have a safe spot. We call it your hole, your open hole. You're going to turn your body, your character's body at that point, in the safe part of the arena that will be called out. So let's say it's south. I'm the not 2 marker if you don't know my voice and don't know who I am. I'm going to move south and then physically turn my body so that my open hole is going to be facing the gunner in the middle. So for me, it's on the right. I'm going to turn my character's body, have the open hole to the right. I'll have the mechanic resolved. Right after that goes off, there's going to be a bunch of crisscrossy turrets on the edge of or on the sides of the arena, east and west. They'll be facing inwards. They alternate sides. After middle goes off, you're going to turn your character's body to have your open hole towards the turret that's facing you. You might be in between two turrets. Move so that you are closer to one turret only. It's possible to clip by both of them. You don't want that to happen. After that is gun turrets. Those are really easy. It's basically an ad phase. We're just going to burn down the turrets. They are top priority. Our tanks will provoke those and just make sure that they're taking the hit from that. And then we move on. If we see it, which we may or may not, there is, thank you, wiggle check. If we see it, there's going to be ice or fire. If it is ice, we're going to continue moving and not stop until it's done. If it's fire, you're going to stop moving until it's done. And I doubt we're going to see the next mechanic, but just in case, it's Jumpy Boys. Just like in normal. The last phase, they're all going to teleport back into the arena. They're going to be northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. This is where reflectors on those markers right now come into play. There's going to be...
They already got it all sorted out. So.
Okay. Do we have any new reflectors?
Silva, do you know what you're doing for reflecting, or are you good to go? I haven't seen your name before. I just want to make sure.
This is a short one to explain. Okay, cool.
Okay, perfect.
So for everybody else at that point, they're going to come back in the arena. There's going to be two aura spheres that are north and south. We're going to have slimes go north, golems go south. Everybody's going to be doing that. To burn down, who is not one of those reflectors, are going to be burning those down. At this point, tanks are going to turn their stances back on, and you're going to make sure you get aggro on those aura spheres. Only the ones on north and south, we're going to burn them down. If you have aggro when it dies and you're a tank, you're going to get a little orange spike over your head. You're going to hit your invuln. It's going to hit, basically one-shot you unless you have your invuln. If it's a Dark Knight in your party for healers, just make sure if they get hit by it, you heal them back up. You don't want them to die. And while that's going on, we're going to be burning down, after that after we kill those aura spheres, we're going to burn down those guards. They'll have shields that will come out repeatedly, either on their sides or front back. So when you see whatever it's called, I can't remember the name, being cast. Thank you. No, not spite check. The shields.
Coat of Arms.
Coat of Arms. Thank you. Coat of Arms being cast. That's the shields. So if you see it being cast, stop attacking until it's done. You see where the shield is, and then keep attacking once you see where those shields are. If you hit a shield, you're going to take a thrice come ruin stack and get stunned. You don't want to do that. So just wait until it's done. Keep burning it down. Don't hit the shield inside. You also don't want to get knocked back into the edge of the arena accidentally and die. That's a dumb death. Don't do that. That's it. It's kind of a race at the end. We shouldn't have any issues with it. That's guards.
There was a lot of talking and a lot of things that happened all at once. I understand, and I apologize. If there are any questions at any moment in time, yes, please, at the very beginning, we're going to have our stances on. We're going to get these guys into a nice big cuddle puddle. We don't want the guards going crazy. Just get them all in the center. All stances on, in the center, and just keep them together. Tanks, keep a rolling reprisal on them, and we'll be good to go. Thank you for bringing it up. That being said, if there are any other questions, please ask them now. A lot of these mechanics you'll see again at the last fight when we fight the Queen. The four guards will reappear and do rehashed versions of mechanics that do overlaps and stuff. So it's important that you understand the mechanics here. Picto is always steel. Always want to give it yellow. It is not a hybrid. The two new jobs, Viper and Picto, are not hybrids. So Picto wants steel, and Viper wants spell.
Again, please say something if there is a party that does not have both in their party. We can handle that. We just need to know about it.
Yes, we just need to know, and we can always help you out. Mimic targets. The triangle is the physical target, and the chain 2 will turn into the magical target once they have a circle above their head. They're just creating a C4 cast. Reaper still needs steel at this level. I think so because of Gluttony. Gluttony and Harp specifically, yes. Yeah, Gluttony's the big one here. Gluttony's the big one, so yeah.
I think we found out that Bard is no longer a hybrid, right? Bard is only spell at this point?
Yeah, Bard is only spell now.
I don't know if there's any Bards in here, but...
Bard's not a hybrid, yeah. Regardless, if you don't know what a hybrid is, you can just give everybody the correct call in your party, and if they don't want to, if they know to click it off, they'll click it off. Speaking of clicking things off, I hate to keep delaying us pulling. Speaking of clicking things off, I'm gonna quickly link some macros in the DRS learning chat. There's some quick macros you can make with the status off command. You can click status off Lost Spellforge Steel Sting. This will remove both buffs from you so you don't accidentally click off your peer. Since if you do try to manually click off Steel and Spell, there is a small chance you may misclick if you aren't being careful and you'll click off your Pure Essence. Those can be clicked off on your own. Don't do it now. Don't do it. I swear. Okay. That being said, if there are any more questions, please say so now. Please say so now. Oh yeah. I'm always open for questions. Alright, if you're ready to go, you can stack up on the C marker, over on the C marker. My batteries can y'all just hang off on the side of the C marker so that people know where you are. Triangle is physical, the soon-to-be circle, which is currently chain 2, will be magical. Last call for questions. Check your food to make sure it didn't fall off. Other than that, we'll be good to go. Again, a lot of things can be handled in call-outs, so if you're ever confused, just listen to me and I'll get you through it. Bard is physical, so you want to give them spell. It is no longer a hybrid. Okay. A little bit of movement from Hikaru and Opalt. Okay, I saw Hikaru move, just need a little thing from Opalt's here.
Just muted or deafened, so she might not hear it.
She probably won't hear me. Oh, they're looking at me right now. Okay. I'm gonna do a 30-second countdown here in a moment. During the 30-second countdown, you can pre-apply Steel and Spell as necessary to everybody in your party. Just remember, hybrids and stuff. Anyways, feel free to pre-apply Steel, Sting, and Spellforge now if you wish to, or you can wait for the tether to appear. Doesn't matter as long as you have it ready to go. Tanks, all stances on. We want to get these guys into a nice big cuddle puddle in the center of the arena. Afterwards, once they jump, Ballpark and I will have our stances on, and we'll tank the bosses. I'll tank the walls. Ballpark will get the middles.
Caster Mimic is ready, by the way. He's jumping on the left.
Caster Mimic is ready. Alright, guys. Here we go! Again, tanks, cuddle puddle, center of the arena. Cuddle puddle in the center of the arena. Nice and tight, please. Get these guys into a nice, well, I already said that. Keep a rolling reprisal on these guys at all times. Burst, burst, burst. Rolling reprisal at all times as they do double raid lights. And that's really awkward for us. And tanks, stances off. Tanks, you can turn your stances off besides Ballpark and myself. I'm gonna get the warrior to the wall. Ballpark is going to get the knight to the center. And click off purple and apply yellow. Click off yellow and click off purple, apply yellow. Click off purple, apply yellow. Apply yellow to people in your party who need it. If you're unsure of who needs it, just give it to everybody and you'll be fine. Click off purple and apply yellow. First mechanic, Relentless Battery Bomb Slinger with tethers. By this sword, you're picking a bomb on the edge of the arena. You're going to stand on the edge of the arena and pick a bomb. And if you're tethered, you're going to big. Tethers to big, no tethers to small. Tethers to big, no tethers to small. Pick a bomb on the edge of the arena. Bomb on the edge of the arena. Bomb on the edge of the arena. Edge of the arena. If you fall first, go to a place that just exploded. If you fall first, go to a spot that just exploded. And we're good. Make sure damage is even on these bosses. These bosses need to die at roughly the same time, or else we're fucked. There's a boost, don't worry about it. It's gone. Again, these bosses need to die at roughly the same time. If one dies, the other will start casting Enrage. And if it gets the enrage off, of course, you already know what that means. We're dead. Next mechanic, wind and lightning tethers. If you're tethered, you're going to the swirly green wind. If you're not tethered, you're going to the crackly purple lightning on the ground. Okay. You should be tethered now. Look for your tether. Tethers to wind, no tethers to lightning. This will be at the intercardinals of the arena, 1, 2, 3, or 4. There's they are. Tethers to wind, no tethers to lightning. By this shield, gonna hug the knight in the center. Hug the knight in the center. Hug the knight in the center. Towards D. Hug the knight towards D. Hug it. Towards D. Hop back to the warrior, please. It's casting a dispel. It's casting a boost. Hop to warrior. Make sure we kill both at the same time. Woo! Okay, we're good. Never mind. Heal up your parties, and they jump away. Alright, gunner soldier. I'm gonna get the soldier to the wall. We're gonna get gunner to middle. Soldier is at the wall. Get the gunner to middle, please. Relentless Battery 1. This is fire frogs. Gonna look for the 2 small fires. They're gonna transform into frogs. They're gonna jump one. They're gonna jump around a little bit. They're gonna stand between the 2 small fires. I will tell you where they are. They're starting by 1 and 2, or between A. And you're gonna get, this is one of the analysis mechanics. You're gonna share open ult to the guy in the center, and then a single turret on the wall. You're going to 4. Go to 4. Go to 4. Go to 4. Show your open hold to the gunner in the center. Show your open hold to the gunner in the center of the arena. Watch the cast bar. Open hold to the gunner in the center. And now to a single turret on the wall. Single turret on the wall. Get back on the bosses. Tank busters on the main tanks. This guy learned, this guy is a level 90 samurai apparently because they have the range of a fucking sniper rifle. Blood and Bone, double raid wide. Next, Relentless Battery, I have a lot of time to talk about it since it takes fucking forever to come out. It's sniper turrets. These sniper turrets, when they spawn, are DPS priority. They must be killed ASAP. If they are left alone, they will enrage and give us a thrice come ruin stack. And yeah. I never talked about thrice come ruin. Huh. I'm literally padding for time here, by the way. Anyways, there's the gun turrets. Please kill the gun turrets. They are priority. Sniper shot. Ballpark invuln with me. And double raid wide coming out. Double raid wide. Make your parties a little bit. Kill the last gun turret. And bosses are even. Thank you. I've not been checking their HP. Bosses are even. And just kill both. Kill gunner, kill soldier. Stop moving, stop moving, stop moving. Do not auto-attack the boss. Do not auto-attack the boss. And it's dead. Slimes north, golem south, reflectors. Go to your location, assigned locations. Remember to reflect 2 orbs. Everybody else, slimes, tanks, slimes DPS north, slimes, golems. Yep. Get those aura spheres. Get those aura spheres. You get the orange bauble above your head. Feel free to invuln. Coat of Arms is being applied now. Watch out for Coat of Arms. Do not greed this. Coat of Arms. All right. Ooh, we're looking good. Good job, everybody. Good job, reflectors. By the way, if those goes off, those give a damage up. Coat of Arms. Coat of Arms. Coat of Arms. If those orbs get off, they do give damage downs. Aura spheres are respawning. They are priority here. Commit, 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 commit. Kill the last one. Okay, we're good. Anybody dead? All right. I like that. I like that. There are 2 chests on the way out of the arena. There is a silver and blue chest, and there's a gold and red chest. Make sure to grab it on your way out of the arena. You can thank Philium for the handy. They won the duel, so they give us an extra golden chest, which gives you your hand plating. Thank you, Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
And since we have nobody dead, we can move on ahead to Bosch and Phantom. We're not taking a break. We are not taking breaks here. We will take a break before the first boss. We'll do a 5-minute break before Trinity Avowed, before we go over all that. So feel free. We're gonna all participate in this and get through it ASAP. So please, 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 please. Unless there's like a desperate emergency. I'm not going to talk about this boss too much, as there's not really much to talk about. I will say the only thing I do want to talk about is the very first mechanic, the miasma with the donuts. The donuts move much faster than a normal mode. You just want to follow the dots on the ground up and up through the arena. So, you know, you see the little dots on the ground with like the lines with the dots on them. Just follow the dots up the arena. They do go fast. You'll be fine. I'll call out the markers and everything, but everything else can be done in calls. So if you're ready to go, between the 2 and 3 marker, please. And tanks, make sure your stances are off. Tanks, please make sure your stances are off. I don't want to fight for aggro here. We just need more movement from the people in the back, please. Please walk over the purple wall. Please walk over the purple wall, over the purple little thin strip as well. That it turns into a death wall later. Wait, now I'm moving from Soma. And we're good to go. And we're good to go. Alright. 30 seconds on the board. Tanks again, please make sure your stances are off. I don't want to fight for aggro here. Please use your lost actions as well. EG has Banish here, and I trust them to have it. So. Okay. Long can. Alright. And we pull the boss. I'm gonna keep the boss right here. Rumor has it that there's like a mechanic here or something like that. The boss does something, but like, eh. Anyways, we're gonna go to the A or D marker here in just a moment. I saw some people gambling, and I want you to know that gambling is a sin, and then I hope that one day you are punished to go to A.
Yes!
Going to the A marker. Going to A. Heading to the A marker. Keep your arms, legs, hands, feet, tails, horns, anything like that inside the circle at all times. And enjoy your flight here into Love and Regine Savage Airlines. Follow the dots up the arena and it'll be good to go. Follow those dots, please. Move dot to dot. Watch out for the purple death wall. Look out for the purple death wall. There it is. Don't step into it, please. And walk her to the 2 marker. Walk to 2. Walk to 2. And go to 1. Go to the 1 marker. Head to the 1 marker. And we're going to hang out here. You can get to any odd marker as well if you feel like being a little weird. That's perfectly fine. Look down the end. It's fine. Don't say anything because you just need to be on the odd marker.
Gauge.
Build gauge. Think about building gauge, please. You're going to count 3 hits of the rectangle at 2, and then move to 2. 1 hit. 2 hit, wait. 3 hits, go to 3. Go to 2, go to 2, go to 2. Ugh. Okay, boss dead. Please get their 1 body off the ground. Never mind, they're out. Alright, grab your chest on the way to the arena, and there are traps ahead. Please be careful of the traps. Please be careful of the traps. There are traps ahead. My TA Perceptor, I say as I quickly tab into art. We'll percept the traps. Yep, now you know where the traps are. As you make your way through the loading zone, please allow your system to load everything first. Please allow your system to load everything. Traps load last in every area. There are multiple traps down here, including a new pink mini trap. These look like pink little angels with little wings. Do not step into those. If you step into those and both of those are gone, by the time before I even pull TA, I am literally leaving the instance and disbanding the run. These are important for after TA as we need them to open up a way to a secret encounter. And just be careful. They're all in good spots though, so no need to worry. That being said, I will do a 5-ish minute break here. Please be back at about Be back at 35 past the hour, please. XX35, and we will talk about XX35, and then we'll talk about Trinity Avowed. So feel free to stand up, go to the bathroom, take a break, close your eyes, whatever you need to do. In the meantime, I will post the TA guide. If you wish to read over this, feel free to read over it. The Pocket Explainer is really, really good, but this is the major fight where a lot of groups might fail, and I want to make sure everybody understands it. That being said, enjoy your 5-minute break, and I will be back at XX35.
Imagine if you could parry the dote emote with an antidote.
By the way, when we get to when we do swords phase, can a couple of us make sure we're typing it out in chat for Nicholas?
Oh, yeah, for the safe square.
Yes, I can do it, but I want to make sure that all of us do it in case if somebody forgets.
What the? Oh no, Himbo.
Seriously, Himbo.
They'll be
Where
back.
did I miss? What? What did Wobble do? You killed the stream, you monster.
So sad. I'm gonna press this 3 more times.
Seriously, Himbo. Seriously, Himbo. Seriously, Himbo.
Okay, that's enough.
Yes.
Wait, I thought soundboard was disabled in DRS learning.
I should have.
If you
Wait,
were an admin.
Wait, should be? Oh.
Family Guy Funny Moment stream is back.
Hi, Wobble.
Welcome back, Wobble.
If you can hear this, I'm in your walls.
A Wobble in my wall? Damn. That's nice. Oh shit.
Yeah, DRS is more like, I don't know, 4 or 5 extremes in a row.
It's about 4 extreme fights in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only savage because of
Wait, restriction and the fact that you have to do all of them back to back. Maybe.
a lot of.
I mean, it was also built for rank 15, which is why we're able to zoom through it without
That's
too much
fair.
trouble.
Yeah.
Also, external
Yeah.
chaining.
Yeah, I mean,
Either-
it's mostly a mechanics check at this point rather than a DPS check.
Yeah.
Neither action I'm using could be brought to the original runs. Full cure burst right now.
Oh,
So it's bursting Queen's Guard.
the game.
Okay. About a minute, I'll start talking about Trinity Avowed.
Are there any tanks I'll be able to mimic after Shell?
I have Blood Rage.
Should I do it now? It's my main question.
I was gonna mimic now and. see
I
if
have
there's-
1 FOP and 3 HSACs.
Are you able to? I have Blood Rage. Anybody else running Blood
I mean, I
Rage?
can mimic something now and then slot in. Like, I don't care what I have. I'm really here more to support, obviously, at this point. I have 1 HSAC in my holster and 1 mimic. I have other stuff too, but
Okay. Alright, it is 35 past the hour. I'm gonna start talking about the love room again. Hey, welcome to Trinity Avowed. This is probably the hardest fight to talk about. This is also the hardest fight for y'all to do. This is typically the wall. There's a lot of personal responsibility mechanics here. I can only help you so much, but it's mostly on you to do the mechanics. There's a little bit of simple math involved, typically just adding and plussing a couple of things, but don't worry. I could break it down for you really, really simple. The core mechanic is retained from normal mode with the temperatures, where you have to adjust your temperature to become neutral to avoid instantly dying to heat shock or cold shock. So, that does return here. In the latter half of the fight, after the first cycle of weapons, she does the 3 weapons again. There's no new weapons, they just all do different things now. The bow, staff, and sword. On the second round of those, there's the elemental brand. This is important because it happens right before the mechanic actually finishes resolving. The way how you can solve your brand is that you look at your brand. It is by the way, it is a different icon. Let me see if I can quickly put them in the chat for you, so you can see what they look like a little more up close. There are the 4 kinds of brands here, right there. The way how you want to solve the brand mechanics is that you look at your brand. You want to get the same strength as the brand, just the opposite element of the brand. Same strength, opposite element. That is, you want to make your current temperature, your personal temperature, one of the same strength as the brand, just the opposite element. The first image in the guide that I posted kind of displays like what you want to be, what do I need to get hit by to appropriately resolve the brand. That's 16 things to look at, but I always like to say, same strength as the brand, just the opposite element. Simple as that. You can see in the next image as well, there's what brand you have. That one pretty much follows what I said, the second image. I'll talk about Quick March here in just a second. I'll just go through the phases one by one. These all happen relatively the same way. They'll often have very minor differences in them, so don't get too bogged up in them. Sword phase, the boss does go untargetable in both versions of the sword phase. And it'll spawn 4 clones around the numbered markers. Excuse me. And each clone will do a half room cleave on an appropriate side where it is flashing a sword. And each sword will have a different temperature to them. They'll all be unique temperatures, so don't worry. Excuse me. The thing about sword phase, and I really, really want to stress this, is that I will call a save tile being 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then you want to move 1 tile cardinal of that marker. So for example, if I call 3 as a save tile, that tile will not get hit by any clone at all, and that's fine. That's good. That is a good save spot to be if you are wanting just to see the mechanic resolve once, or you already adjusted your temperature correctly and you have nothing else to do. I say move cardinal 1 tile because if you go on any tile intercardinal of that, so say again 3 is a save tile, you go to the 1 tile, you're dead. You get hit by 2 things. The first hit gives you a magic phone, the second hit will kill you and probably fuck up your temperature beyond repair. So you always go cardinal, so to the 2 and 4 tile, you'll get hit by 1 clone and 1 clone only there, allowing you to adjust your temperature as necessary. If you go over 2 in either direction, you do die as well, so keep that in mind. But again, go 1 tile cardinal of the save tile and you'll be fine. It does the cleaves twice, and then the mechanic will resolve, checking for temperatures, yada yada yada. The next phase I want to talk about is bow phase. Just like normal mode, she'll cover most of the arena in a lava, and she'll spawn a ladder. Unlike normal mode, there are now more notches in the ladder, and it is no longer telegraphed. So you have to trace it down with your own finger to find out which tile you need to stand on to resolve your temperature appropriately. There are also 4 arrows, 1 for each temperature again, to help you resolve your temperature. The general notion with this ladder is that if an arrow can take a turn, it will take a turn. If the arrow can turn, it will take that 90-degree turn no matter which direction. If it can take it, it'll take it. Each tile on the safe side, it'll have the... Yeah, okay. Each tile over there will signify one square to stand in and where the arrow will actually hit. So generally the tiles are your friends here. There are lines on the floor. There are lines on the floor. The final phase I want to talk about is staff. And I'll get the quick march. The final phase I want to talk about is staff phase. There will be 4 meteors that'll spawn in from the corners of the arena. You'll get the temperature. 4 corners of the arena, there will be a meteor spawning in there. And it's a proximity AoE just like in normal mode. So you just stack it in the center, let the proximities happen. And on the first go around, then you'll have a quick march. I'll get to that in just a moment, sorry. And you pretty much just walk into whatever meteor will resolve your temperature. As simple as that. I've said it a couple times, there are quick marches in this. There's a forced movement with the quick march that'll move you whichever direction based on whatever the arrow is facing, and also based on which direction you're facing. This quick march moves you 2 tiles. 2 tiles. Ninjas, you might be bitching at me right now, being like, what about my passive? And I'm like, I don't care about your passive. It's not enough for me to talk. It's not enough too much for me to worry about. Just, you'll be fine. It's not worth enough to talk about, unfortunately. So, again, quick marches move you 2 tiles. So if I'm over here, the not 1 in this corner tile in the southwest, it'll march me towards that C tile, and I will just end up in the center of it. You can use quick march pretty effectively. Again, it's just 2 tiles. It's as simple as that. Again, second go around of the sword staff bow mechanics, this can happen in any order. Elemental brand will appear. Other than that, I can pretty much do everything else out in callouts on the fly. So if there are any questions, please let me know now. I talked a lot to you. I said a lot of words. If you have any questions, please let me know now so I can answer them, because that is important to me. Your questions are important. Also, yes, we are passing out shell behind the purple line. If you would like to get shell, please come behind the purple line. If you would like shell, please get behind the purple line so we can give you shell 2. No shell 1s. If you have shell 1, also get behind the purple line so we can give you shell 2. Last call for shell 2 behind the purple line. Last call for shell 2. Last call for shell 2. Last call. Last call. Okay, we're good. Alright, if you're ready to go and you have no questions, please stack up on the C tile behind the C marker. Don't go any further than the C marker. If you go any further, you will risk pulling the boss. Oh! I almost forgot. Tanks! This is the Aether Shield fight.
Thank God.
You will need... 1 tank will need to have Aether Shield slotted for this fight. 1 tank in every party. You are looking for the Glory of Bozier raid wide. This is a hard-hitting raid wide with a bleed follow-up. This must be Aether Shielded or else you risk killing a lot of your party and the bleeds will hurt. Cure 4s, this is where you also become super important because you can pretty much counteract the initial hit as well as the bleed as it ticks down. We can do Feint, Adult Reprisal, and Aether Shield on the boss, and that should be more than enough to keep everybody alive. Try to avoid external party mitts, as if you might press them, you do risk holding people, buff calling people, so, try to avoid pressing party-sided minutes. Aether Shield, Feint, Adult Reprisal, Dismantle if we have it, works perfectly fine. Alright, looks like we're good. I see Big Boys and Art are good to go. Just need a little bit of movement from the people behind on the wall and whatnot, so I can make sure you're here. Charlotte's...
Pokeball?
Pokeball?
I don't know. Excel just said that.
Oh, the Pokeball just disappeared.
Oh.
Oof. Okay. Well, I guess we're waiting for that then. So feel free to hang out a little bit. Don't go too far. Make sure you have food on. Yada, yada, yada. 47 in instance. Who DC'd specifically?
Satoru Ain's in my party.
Satoru? Okay. Oh, yeah. I was going to do that in calls. I could do a lot of calls. God, shut up, Mark. Okay, just let me know when Sator is back there on the way, so. Yeah. Hope everybody's having a fun night so far. I'll try to get us through here ASAP. DRS is fun, yeah. I like DRS. I hate it here than before. How about the next foray? I'm excited for the next foray.
I'm excited. But I'm more excited for the 24-man Savage.
That's coming. Yeah, that's sooner. So.
I'm excited for the new Criterion. Anybody else?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I got one. I got one.
Oh my god.
I know Lynn's really excited for her tank.
The second ult, this expansion is going to be Endwalker Criterion Ultimate.
Oh my god, I'd rather die than do Rokon again.
It's going to end with Golden Silky as the ultimate boss.
Oh, I'll take that.
Oh,
Never mind.
God.
I take it back.
How are they going to put exilers in that?
Okay. Is Satoru back?
Not yet.
Okay. Alright.
Exa
Thank you.
Exa Pops?
Oh god.
No, oh my god, don't say it.
Yeah, I have a phase where it's Silky and Silky's drunk uncle doing Looper and Palms at the same time.
I hope Silky's drunk uncle's playing guitar because we got 2 of those and Endwalker Criterions.
Hell yeah.
They are back.
Alright, perfect. If you're ready to go, again, if you're ready to go, get over here, get on the C tile behind the C marker so I know that you're here. And we'll get going ASAP. I don't want to waste too much more time. I want to get this fight over with because this is probably the hardest fight. Okay, a little bit of movement from our Carcino, Animal, and Val. And Hoppo. Hoppo. Yeah, I don't know how to say your name, sorry. I saw that. Okay. 30 seconds on the board. Tanks, please make sure stances are off. I don't want to fucking fight for aggro here again, please. And an innovative piece of raid design. This boss opens up with an auto tank buster instead of auto raid wide. So tanks, come to the front with me. We'll share a buster together, and it'll be a lot of fun. We'll we can hold hands and sing Kumbaya or whatever. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Anyways. I pull boss, we pull boss, we kill boss. I drag boss right here. Tanks to the front with me a little bit, please. Pop a little bit of mid. Pop a little bit of mid. 3 of you are gonna get hit, 3 of you won't get hit. Well, the rest of you won't get hit, cool. Anyways. Aether Shield, Feint, Addle, Reprisal. Aether Shield, Feint, Addle, Reprisal, please. Aether Shield, Feint, Addle, and Reprisal. Oops, give me that. Show and tell. Come to the front of the boss. Come to the front of the boss. Towards that 2 marker. Come to the front of the boss. Towards that 2 marker. And y'all can pre-position behind the boss. Towards C. Melee, you can stay in range. Dealt out in the way when she stops spinning or at the flash of light. Everybody, get out now. Get out now. Get out now. And everybody stay behind the boss. Stay behind the boss. Behind. Stay behind. Towards that C marker. Alright, tonight's order is bow, sword, staff. Tanks again to the front with me, got a little bit of buster coming up, but first you have your quick march. You're going to use this to march 2 squares. You can do it from the center of the arena to the D or B marker. But first, pop a little bit of mitt again, please. Again, quick march. Orient yourself with it now. It'll take you in the direction. Nope, look at it. And you're going to march 2 squares towards the B or D marker. Just point towards B or D. Go to B. B beta. Point yourself to B beta. Be beta. If you see anybody going off in the distance, feel free to grab them. Ooh, can we get re-raisers? You got a re-raise? Please rescue them. Rescue them. Perfect. You have a temperature. You have a temperature. If you do not have a temperature, look for the nothing arrow. The nothing arrow, just trace it down normally. Look at the opposite end of the arena. Look at what arrow will make you neutral. Nothing special. And trace it down. If it can take a turn, it'll take a turn. If it can turn, it will turn. Okay. Gather back around the boss again, please. Gather back at the boss. And Aether Shield, Feint, Addle, Reprisal. Aether Shield, Feint, Addle, Reprisal. Aether Shield, Feint, Addle, and Reprisal. C4s, make sure to heal your parties. C4s, help your parties, please. Oh, I'm gonna get this boss. Actually, no, it's sword. Get to the front of the boss. Front of the boss. Towards that 3 marker again. On the not 1. Towards the front. Towards the front. In front. Alright. She's gonna center herself between the 2 and 3 markers. And you're getting your temperature. You have your temperature now. Acquaint yourself with it. Acquaint yourself with your temperature. It's above your head or at your debuff bar. Boss is going to go targetable right about now. I'm going to call a safe spot. Make sure we also type it out in chat for them. First safe spot is 3. 3. 3 is safe. If you're intercardinal 3 in any way, you are dead. Do not be intercardinal 3. Do not be on the 1 tile. Do not be near 1.
Oh.
Next safe spot is 2. 2 is safe. If you're intercardinal of 2 in any way, you are dead. Do not be on the 4 tile or anywhere intercardinal of 2. Make sure you go cardinal of 2. Cardinal. Fossil is about to be retargetable. Go crazy. Pop your 2 minutes. It should have 2 minutes here. Aether Shield, Feint, Addle, Reprisal. Aether Shield, Feint, Addle, and Reprisal. Aether Shield, Feint, Addle, and Reprisal. C4s, make sure to heal your parties. Stack up in the center as well. Actually, don't stack up in the center. Ranged, out now. Melee at the flash of light. Dealt, out in the way when you stop spinning, or the flash of light. Out now. Get out now. Get back in. Stack up on the 3 marker. You have your temperature. You're getting a temperature now. Acquaint yourself with it. Look at your debuff bar. Look above your head. Look at your temperature. You need to neutralize yourself. You're getting a quick march. You're going to use this quick march to march yourself to whatever meteor will make you neutral. You can do this from the center of the arena, no problem. Hold your 2 minutes. Hold 2 minutes here. A little bit of damage, please. Up a little bit of minute. C4 heal party, and point yourself to whatever meteor will make you neutral. Whatever meteor will make you neutral. Use your quick march to do it. And return to the center of the arena. Aether Shield, Feint, Addle, and Reprisal. Aether Shield, Feint, Addle, and Reprisal. C4s, make sure to heal your parties as necessary. Okay. You can pre-position behind the boss towards between 3 and C. You get behind the boss for real now. Get behind the boss. Alright. There's not going to be a quick march here, so do the Pillar Flame here in a moment. She's going to spawn clones at the north and east ends of the arena. We want to be on the east-west green tiles. East-west green tiles. Pop sprint. Pop sprint. Wait. Run to B. Run to B beta. Run to B beta. Okay. Laundry list of mechanics. You have a temperature. Look at your temperature now. You're getting an elemental brand as well. Focus on doing the mechanic. Don't read this if you don't need to. You have a brand. Calculate it in your head. Same strength, opposite element. You have a quick march. This will march you 2 squares. You need to march yourself 2 squares into whatever arrow will resolve your brand and temperature. Never mind. Thank fuck. That is the hardest mechanic in this fight.
Arrow.
That is
Dude, I was
literally
so
the hardest.
fucking scared. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
that is literally the hardest mechanic in this entire instance, hands down, for people to do. So congratulations, you skipped it. I'm gonna go and start sacking up some people. Let me sack this person.
Isn't that the only tank in that party?
What?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we do need to get them up.
Oh, okay. Do. Okay, well, since they're the only tank, we need to get them up. I'll get them. I'll sack them. I like using sacks as necessary. Okay, I'm falling down. There we go. We're so back. Anyways, if you're brand new, please start walking back with me. Start walking back to the area which we came, the bridge, the loading zone towards we came. We're gonna gather around one of the pink mini traps. You've earned this. You have earned the ability to become miniature, and we will have fun. Alright, if you're brand new, come back the way we came. Come gather around this pink mini trap at the A marker. Do not step into it, though. Do not step into it. We're going to gather around. You can get close. Just don't step into it. Gather around tight. Gather around close to it. Don't step into it just yet. Just gather around for me, please. Make sure you're in range to get hit. Looks like this is everybody. Get a little closer, guys. Just a little bit closer, please. Just a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Aha! I tricked you all. You are all now mini. Congratulations, you are now miniature. You are shorter than a Lalafell. There's one more if you want to go. There's one more if you want to go back and get it. Just make sure it's in the hallway. If you too want to become mini. Please enjoy your lovely march of the minis as you make your way down back to the TA arena. And once you have made your way through, you can hit the glowing teleport pad, and you see that grate over there between that is guarding the lioness statue. Whoever gets there first, please walk through the bars and touch the lioness statue. Maybe now they'll let me into the Lala-only buildings. Unfortunate. Alright. Do not go to the queen. Do not pop the queen. Don't even look at the queen. The queen is irrelevant at this moment in time. However, as you make your way through the loading zone, my tanks are going to be running Wild, Pure, and Forever Free, aka...
Oh my god.
What?
There is a trap there. Go directly through the center.
Walk directly through the center, please.
Why are you guys like this?
Walk straight to... Oh, okay. It's on the left. It's on the left. It's on the left.
Oh, Valkyrie Opal too.
Alright, people are fucking around right now. We're fine.
I want to watch the fireworks. I know it's going to happen.
Well,
Oh, Jesus.
I know where the trap is. It's right here. Isn't it? What traps have you hit over here yet?
Only the bridge bomb. We know
Only
there's
the
a bomb and a poison over here.
Why are you guys like this? Oh my god.
You know the answer to that question. Why
There's
are you
a poison, by the way.
Damn it.
Cool.
Okay, all the traps have been found. Don't worry about it.
Those were some devious traps.
Yeah, though some people we got very lucky there.
Yo, Jenna.
Okay. Welcome to the hidden fight of this instance. This fight is required for us to clear the instance, as the boss will have the queen currently will have a buff if we were to spawn her in. Do not spawn her in, by the way. I'll talk about it here in a moment. If we did, she'll have a buff called like Battle Ready or whatever, Queen's Favor or like Royal Favor. I forget what it's exactly called, but essentially it prevents her from dying. She'll do like super powered raid wides, and it's like impossible to kill. Don't even try doing the fight like that. So, similar to the support fate, if you've ever done Baldessian Arsenal before, this is exactly that. Just a little mini trash fight for us to do to dispel the buff, similar to AV's buff, and kill the boss. The boss's mechanics really aren't that special. I can do it all in callouts. However, there's an HP gate here at about 70%. It'll start at 70%. It'll transition into the add phase, in which the boss will go center, it'll go untargetable, and it'll spawn 4 adds. Who spit my milk? Fuck you guys. That's my milk. Anyways, I need tanks on markers, please. I need 1 tank on every marker to be able to kite adds. If you're brand new to it, that is perfectly okay. I will be more than happy to explain it. Before I do that, I need reflectors and dispellers on B and D. B for reflect or reflect, and D for dispel. If you have both, you can stand between, and I'll go over that here in just a moment. Okay, that looks fine with me, so we're good here. I know Ballpark and Raylo and myself are okay. Pilla, do you need... I'm assuming that you may need a little explanation. Okay. So, add phase ad phase starts, the ads will spawn. You'll need to go to the 4 tanks will go to these positions relative in the arena. So Pilla will go north, I will go south, Raylo goes east, and Ballpark goes west. And we'll kite the ad that spawns at the north, south, east, and west, and rotate them clockwise around the arena. So 1 will go to 2, 2 will go to 3, 3 will go to 4. Like, shit just goes in a circle. It'll just kite it around, and the main thing about kiting these ads is that you do not want to let them get close to each other or the boss in the center. If they get close at all, they'll tether to each other, they'll get supersonic speed, because they do move very slowly to start, and if they tether, they get supersonic speed, and some other things, but most of the supersonic speed. Because these ads, if left unchecked and allowed to auto-attack you, they will give you a twice come ruin. Which, by the way, yeah, it turned into twice come ruin at Trinity, at Phantom, Baj and Phantom. It was thrice come, and now it's twice come, so don't get hit more than twice, or else you're dead. Thank you. So, just, again, very briefly, ad will spawn, you drag it up, you drag it out to your cardinal, and then you start rotating it clockwise around the arena while avoiding mechanics. Speaking of these mechanics, yeah, you can't let them hit you. Yeah, you just run around with it. Yeah, that's basically it. You just can't let them hit you. That's it. Does that make sense to you? Okay, perfect. If you have any questions, feel free to interrupt me at any time, and I'll gladly explain it to you. Speaking of other mechanics that happen, this is important to everybody in the arena. Everybody, all 3 roles. Any job, any role. There are 3 different mechanics the boss will do while untargetable. The first thing is a little electric ring that'll spawn, that'll just electrocute the outer ring of the highway. You can actually see on the ground now, there are lines on the floor. You can see 2 distinct patterns. The white highway pattern, this will be safe, and then the other dark blue tiles will become unsafe in a purple death wall. And that's important for like the ad phase, really. The other mechanic, and for the purple electric ring, you just need to get into any of the cubbies that you can see on the ground here. So right here or right here, for example, you can see a little cubby right here. You just stand in those, you just get into a cubby, and you'll be fine. The other thing that the boss can do will spawn little lightning bolts at your feet. These are small little AoEs, just step out of them and you'll be fine. The big major mechanic that everybody gets tripped up on when they first do it for the first time, and I want to stress a ton, is Fateful Words. The boss will cast Labyrinthine Words, which will give everybody in the arena a debuff. This debuff comes in 2 varieties. A Minotaur that looks like it is slurping up noodles. No, I will not do the sound effect. And another debuff, which looks like a man or a person falling backwards away from the Minotaur. These buffs kind of give away what their answer is if you are paying attention. The Slurping Noodles debuff will pull you in towards the center of the arena, towards the boss. The Knockback will push you away from the boss from the center of the arena. However, this knockback is just enough of a distance to push you from one end of a cubby, so like right here on the A marker, to the C marker on the other end of the cubby. It is just enough distance. So you cannot be on the highway at any point in time, or else you will get pushed out into a wall. So again, a debuff will appear on your debuffs. Please look for your debuffs now. You have the duties assigned and the resurrection restricted buffs now. That is where it'll appear. Slurping Noodles or Pushback, and you need to get into whichever end of the cubby you need to get on. Pushback gets in. The pushback will get in C. The slurp in will get towards A, will get on the A. The mechanic will resolve, and you'll basically just trade places. Wiggle check, wiggle check, wiggle check. Thank you for reminding me. I will ramble. I apologize. I like this content a lot. So, again, if you have any questions about this, please ask now. Again, it is a very, very, very important mechanic. The debuff thing, yes. So for the debuffs, there's a Minotaur slurping in noodles. This is a pull in, and then there's the person falling backwards away from the Minotaur like they're falling down some stairs. This is a knock back. You must be in one of the cubbies to successfully resolve this, as the debuff, as the knockbacks are just wide enough to push you into the wall if you're not in one of the cubbies or like at the A and C marker. I will actually quickly remove these to show you what the cubbies look like. We'll move them off to the side. You can kind of see them a little better. Lines on the floor, yada yada yada. If there are any more questions, please let me know now if that did not make sense. The traps, we will be tank and volting those. Thank you for asking. So, during the ad phase, the Minotaurs will immediately do a thing called entrapment. They will place a trap in each of the 4 corners of the arena on the outer ends. Tanks are just going to be involting those, running through their sections. If any tank that is kiting needs a buddy to help them out with that, please say so now so I can get you a buddy. Can I actually get another tank to hang out with Pilla? So they can have. I want to make sure they have a buddy for popping traps. Mr. Nubsy, perfect. You're just gonna. Do you understand how to pop a trap, or do you need a little explanation, rundown on that? Rundown. Okay. You're gonna move with Pilla from the north to the east end of the arena, and then you're gonna let the entrapment cast finish. You're gonna let the yellow disappear, and then as soon as you see it disappear, you're gonna pop sprint, pop your invuln, and then run all the way down south through another quadrant of the arena. So you basically start up north, you walk the first quadrant with your buddy, with your partner, you end up on the east, and after you're walking your first quadrant, invuln, sprint, run down through your next quadrant, and this will sweep that area for any extra traps that may appear. Does that make sense to you? This applies for all tanks, by the way. It just perfect. Healers, last but not least, you guys get the easy job here. Easy in quotes. In the inner ring, earth orbs and fire orbs will spawn. The earth orbs must be dispelled and then hit with a dot or just a normal GCD. I suggest throwing a dot on them and they'll just die naturally. But first you must dispel them because they have a stone skin on them, and they just dot them and then they'll die. The fire orbs must be reflected. If you do not reflect them and you're in their AoE, you will die immediately. One person needs to reflect it and they die. So if you see somebody already at it, just let them do it. If left unattended for a little too long, they will explode, giving everybody in the arena giving them a ruin stack. Again, if those get stacked up too high, that's a problem because people will start dying. Blah 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 blah. Everybody else, if you do not have a job or anything what to do, you will end up down south at the 3 marker. I'm going to put these markers down now for you. You'll end up down south in the 3 marker, and you pretty much just kill any ads that come your way, respecting the fateful words and any other mechanics that might or might not happen. Just save your 2 minutes, burst down the first ad, and just kill everything else. The faster we kill the ads, the faster we get out of that phase, the nightmare of a phase. Okay, I said a lot of words. I know I said a lot of words at you. If there are any questions, please say so now, because I want to make sure I answer all your questions.
That's true. A yapper.
I'm a yapper. Okay. I see we're answering some questions in the DRS learning chat. Okay. Alright, if you are ready to go and you have no questions, please hop onto the 3 marker. If you have questions, make sure to ask them now or forever hold your peace. Everything else this boss does, I can just do in callouts, so it'll be super shrimple as that. Just want some movement from the people not on the 3 marker, and I'll get us moving. Again, healers, you'll be in the inner ring with the letters. Everybody else is down south on the outer ring, killing any of the ads. Tanks, we have our locations to go to. And yeah. A little bit of movement from Final Form, Dr. Phil. Oh yeah, knockback resistance doesn't work. I know Val's here. I know Charlotte's here. A little bit of movement from Final Form.
Is it
Phil's here.
pull?
He's DMing me.
Okay.
I've been ready.
Okay, we're all here.
I
I'm
am
gonna get
upset.
30 countdown.
Oh, and you said hold your burst until ads, right?
Yeah, hold your burst until the ads. Please, please, please. DPS baby openers. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Build gauge. Don't do anything special. Just save anything and everything you guys got, and we'll be good to go. You're going to use your burst on the first ad that comes down south, and it'll die immediately. So, thumbs up. That being said, boss starts off with the Tank Buster into a knockback, so just hang out down south. Get close to the boss, please. Get close to the boss. Tank Buster on me. Look for your knockback immunity button, your arm's length surecast button. Pop your arm's length surecast now. Pop arm's length surecast now, and you're going to dodge 3 conal AoE whacks. There's a knockback and dodge whack. Dodge whack is your first and only priority here. Dodging whack is your first and only priority at this time. Dodge whack, dodge whack, dodge whack. Okay. And out, and away. Get away from the boss. Get out, and away. This is a giant point blank AoE. If you can gap closer, you're too close. And hop back to the center. We have pushed DPS down south towards 3. Tanks to your locations. Healers in the inner ring. And tanks, make sure stances are on. Press provoke and grab those ads and start kiting them. Be careful of the ball of fire in the earth. And DPS burst these first ads. Go, go, go. We need to get them moving.
Already resolved.
Move.
Get to a cardinal, please. Get to a cardinal. Get to a cardinal.
Get the ads away.
Tanks, pop your invulns and go create. Tanks, pop your invulns and intercept to the next area. And you have a word. You have a word. Do your word. Do your word. Do your word. Do your word. Look at your debuff and do your word. Do your word. Do your word. This has been your word check. Thank you so much. Hopefully didn't lose too many people. If you die on the wall, please make sure to calmly walk out and get into a cubby. Get into a cubby. Any cubby will do. Just get into a cubby.
I think Lynn's got calls. We're good. Don't worry.
Okay. Watch your feet, please. Watch your feet. Please watch your feet. Oh, I took the boss off.
Don't worry. You're good.
Oh, we're good. And there we go.
Oh,
watch out for the ball of fire. Ball of fire on C. Please look out for the ball of fire. Theoff, please. I got it.
Okay.
I appreciate you, but please.
I'm sorry.
You're good, man. Just, you know. Alright. This is where the boss will start looping mechanics. First, that was a raid wide if you didn't see it. Take these out and away. These will persist on the ground. These are Awk Rise, similar to what you see in Shiva. Shiva Savage, if you've done that, by the way. Out, and away. Get out, and away. If you can gap close, you're too close. Get back to the center. 2 more sets of rapid bolts followed by a proximity AoE. Take these out, and away. Take these rapid bolts out, and away. Another set of these. Take them out, please. Take these out, and away. And proximity. Get half the arena away. Wax 3 whacks right after this. Get close to the boss and dodge whacks. Dodging whack is your first and only priority at this time. Dodge whack, dodge whack, dodge whack. Think about building some gauge. Get away from the main tank as well, as I'm going to be getting a buster here in a second. Get away from me. I have the 3 over my head. Now the not 1. I need this back. Thank you. Foe splitter, get away from me. It's a tank buster. Never mind. Okay. Alright, we got 1 body on the ground. Yeah, grab your chest on the way to the arena. This is the body plate chest. This is the body plate chest, so make sure to grab it on your way out. And we can head to Queen. Everybody's up. Everybody's up. Okay.
Dude, there's no way that was not happening. He started to move closer to you with the puddle and then moved away last second. There's no way. That was not what you were doing.
Okay. Hey everybody, welcome to Queen. This is it. This is the big fight. And enjoy your cutscene. I'll let you know now that it is basically the same exact cutscene from normal. So, sorry to spoil it for you. I want to put a guide in the DRS learning channel again, and we can start talking about Queen. This is another fight where we can re-up Shell. But a lot of the mechanics you've seen before, again, a lot of these things you've seen before back in Queensguard. So I expect a lot of rehashing of mechanics from the Knight, Soldier, Gunner, and Warrior, but I really don't want to talk about them. I'd rather talk about the chess mechanics. Yes, they do return. They unfortunately do return this fight. I'm sorry. If you remember from normal mode, the arena will transform into a chessboard with black and white squares, and you will get the Queen's Will debuffs again with like the little dots above your head, and on the debuff, and you have to walk a certain amount of squares to get rid of the dots, and if you don't resolve the dots, you get a ruin stack, yada yada yada. You all remember this from normal mode, I hope. Yes, this is a good spot to reslot Cell 2.
Don't worry about it. Save it, I got you. Save it.
Okay. Ballpark's got it, you can save it. Okay. The first mechanic, soft chest, this is really just a collar check. The ads will move around the arena. The east-west ads will move in, and the north-south ads will move out on the edges of the arena. The east-west ads move into the arena. Nothing really special there. It's mostly just a collar check. I'll do my best on it. I'll have some people backing me up, of course, because I've been prone to fucking it up for some reason recently, and I don't want to have that situation happen again. However, there is the other version of chess, the super chess version, which you might be hearing about so much. This is the boss will go untargetable, and the mechanic will begin. To start, you get 2 debuffs, 2 movement debuffs. These happen at different times, so you have to do them separately. You can either there are 3 kinds of debuffs you can get. There is a 2, 3, and a 4, and you'll get 2 of these. You will never get the same. You'll never get the same debuff twice, so don't worry. So you can either get a 2 and 3, a 3 and 4, or a 2 and 4. You must, to resolve the mechanic, we ask you add these debuffs together. So again, if you look on the DRS learning channel, you can see on the 3rd image the math behind it. Then you'll either get a 5, 6, or 7 added once you add them up. I will call out what tile to stand on to the best of my ability, and I'm typically pretty quick at that. However, as well, the vets will be putting markers above their head with a 5, 6, or 7 to help, and jumping around to help you show you where to stand. If you want to resolve it for yourself, I will do my best to call back and side unsafe or safe and whatnot. And yeah, so like what Wobble's doing right now, you can see the 5, 6, and 7. They're moving around. Like 5's right there, 6 is right there, then like 7's will move over. Yeah, well, it'll look like that in the way. However, I do want to quickly demo the dots above your head. Again, just like in normal mode, say my debuff is 3, I have to move 3 tiles. I start here, I move 1 tile, I now have 2 dots. I move another tile, I have 1 dot. I move another tile, the dots go away. However, if I move another tile, say like right here, I'll get a pink spike of doom above my head. If this pink spike of doom appears above your head, walk back a tile, walk backwards until it disappears, until you see nothing above your head, and that means you are good. You don't have to do any other movements. Again, I really, 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 really wish to stress, the movements happens in 2 parts. You'll do the first debuff with the dots above your head, whichever one resolves first. Clear the dots above your head. You'll get stunned. The boss you'll get a check mark saying you did it correctly, and then you do your second debuff. And on the second one, you will walk home. Speaking of walking home, the safety home squares only appear on the north and south end of the arena, so at the 1 and 4 marker, so it makes your life much, much easier. So just a quick, brief timeline. Boss goes untargetable. We look at north and south to see which area is safe. You want to go opposite of that, so say north is safe. That means we run south. I will call back and side unsafe, looking at the ads around the arena and how they're moving. I'm typically looking for which ad is moving towards the left wall, towards like the left, south, the left corner of wherever south may, or wherever north may be, like the southwest. I'm looking for which ads have 3. If they have 3, I can call side back unsafe. you'll stand in whatever square you need to start in. Generally, this is if you're an odd number that's black in a black square. If it's an even number, you're in a white square. So if you ever get confused, think about that. The boss, the first set of ads will move. You will walk your first debuff at roughly the same time. You'll get stunned. The second set of ads will move. You'll get a check mark above your head, and then you walk your second debuff, and you will walk it home. No matter where you are, you walk home. Simple as that. Once the mechanic resolves, she'll become targetable again, and we'll go through the mechanics, and it gets pretty simple as that. The other mechanic I desperately want to talk about is the Sovereignty Gauge and the Lightning Orbs. After she casts God Save the Queen at 50% HP, or about after the first super chest, she'll cast God Save the Queen, which is just a heavy-hitting raid-wide. Don't worry about it too much. It's just another raid-wide. Just admit it normally. You'll be okay. A Sovereignty Gauge will appear where the Duty Gauge normally appears, like when a boss does an ultimate attack. However, this is not an ultimate attack. It is simply just a gauge for a mechanic and when it might occur. Once this gauge hits 100, I think 5 lightning orbs will spawn around the arena, and they will begin to pulse. These lightning orbs will always spawn in a center of a tile, and you need to open your eyes and look for them. If you get hit by a lightning orb, you are dead. However, you can use a light curtain, nudge nudge. That's why light curtains are in the holsters, by the way. You can use a light curtain, you can pop it immediately once the gauge hits 100, and guess what? You can ignore the mechanic entirely. You don't even need to worry about where you stand, because no matter what happens, you reflect the lightning orb, and you don't die. Again, if you don't know, the light curtains take a GCD. They will roll your GCD, so make sure you save a GCD, take a little bit of downtime, take the GCD, don't worry, it's okay. You can take the GCD loss, I swear. Dead DPS do 0 DPS. Again, Sovereignty Gauge hits 100, you'll pop a light curtain if you have one, or you'll open your eyes and move away from the lightning orbs as they spawn. Once the lightning orbs die, they'll spawn a globe where they died, and you just want to stand in one of those before the raid wide goes off. If you're outside during the raid wide, you die. Same song and dance as normal. The boss will also get 4 buffs on it that we need to dispel. Just make sure to dispel until all the buffs go away. I'll typically say, hey, keep dispelling, or hey, dispels are good. Outside of that, every other mechanic is something you've seen before, either in normal mode or in the Queensguard Savage. So I'm pretty confident that if there are no questions, I'm good to pull. Because I can do everything else in callouts. Don't worry about tanking stuff here. I will be doing all the tanking. This is a good place to check your food, please. So,
if anyone still needs shell, I'm behind the purple line.
If you need shell, get behind the purple line. Last call for shell and last call for questions as well. If there are any questions at any point in time, please ask now. Please, 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 please. I want to ask your questions. Yes, thank you for the Aether Shield cast. It is called Empyrean Iniquity. Empyrean Iniquity is the Aether Shield cast, so be looking on the lookout for that. It's the same thing as TA. As soon as it goes off, Cure Force makes you hit your buttons to heal the party, and Aether Shields make sure you Aether Shield that raid line. Thank you for the reminder. I appreciate it.
There's also God Save the Queen is the other one.
Oh, yeah, and God Save the Queen, but I'll make sure to call it out as well. Thank you for the reminder, Warmind. I appreciate it. That being said, the markers here, they look a little weird, but they are pretty simple to understand. I will be calling the intersection of the 2 markers as a tile to go to. So, for example, if I say go to B4, that means go here. You stand on this tile at the B4 tile. This is the B4 tile. Right here, right where I'm jumping, is the 4 tile, and over here is the funny tile. The one that's always in your mailbox is the C4 tile. Don't check your mailbox, or do, I don't care. This is the C4 tile, so it's really funny, and I always like to make the joke. This is the A4 tile, the queen is on the 2 tile, B2 is another tile, C2, etc. Basically, it's like Battleship, but a little easier. Again, If there are no questions, stack up on the 4 tile and we'll get moving. Alright. If there are no questions and you don't have questions, stack up on the 4 tile and we'll get moving. I blow it up anyways. Alright, Val and Charlotte are here, I know that. Spoon, I am assuming you're here. Alright. Alright. Check your food, check your haste gear, check your pots. Because this is it, guys. This is the final fight. Leave anything and everything you guys got on the floor here. Any spare damage actions, anything like that, use it here. The faster we kill this boss, the faster we get out of here, and the faster you can get your shiny new dogs. Assuming we kill. But I'm pretty confident. We've had some pretty good DPS tonight. Stances off, by the way. Please make sure your stances are off. Again, I don't want to fight Farago here. The only person who fighting Farago should be Philium, the 9th painter extraordinaire. And let's pull. Gonna keep the boss right here. Eighth of Shield, Faint, Addle, and Reprisal. Eighth of Shield, Faint, Addle, and Reprisal now. Empyrean Iniquity. There's your raid wide. C4s to your parties, please. And Lady of Blades, bring forth my betrayers. Alright, soft chest. This is the hardest mechanic to call. It's a collar check typically. 4 is unsafe and 2 is unsafe. And ooh, center safe. Ooh, okay, I like this. I like where this is going. We are going west. Go to the A marker. Go to the A tile. Go to the A tile. Go all the way to the A tile. Go all the way to A. All the way to A. And go to the center. Go center. Go between 2 and 3. Go to the center tile. Go to the center tile or stay on the wall. Good job. A lot of movement there. I appreciate y'all. Here comes a Tank Buster, Cleansing Slash, but do not worry about it, because guess what? I am a pure invuln tank, and a pure invuln tank can completely cheese this mechanic. And I'm also using Blood Rage to reduce my cooldown. 1 hit. 2 hits. And we're good. Eighth of Shield, Faint, Addle, and Reprisal now. By the way, if you do not know, Faint, Eighth of Shield, Addle, and Reprisal, that Tank Buster gives you a Doom that must be cleansed in a physical vuln if you're not doing that like how I'm doing it. So just keep that in mind for future runs. Alright. Super Chest 1. The boss will go untargetable here in a moment. The ads have spawned on the edges of the arena. Boss goes untargetable. Stack up center really quickly though. Safe spot is 1. Go south towards 4. The back is safe and the side is safe. Both are safe. 7s are on the B4 tile, 6s are on A4, and 5s are on A3. 5s on A3, 6s on A4, and 7s on B4. 5s on A3, 6s on A4, 7s on B4. Walk up the A column. Walk your first debuff only. Walk your first debuff only. Walk your first debuff. See the pink spike of doom? Walk backwards. And walk on home, everybody. Walk it on home. If you're re-razored, walk on home as well. Walk on home. Get into the 1 tile. Get into the 1 tile. It does not matter where you die. Just get into the 1 tile. Get into the 1 tile. Okay? Boop. And stack up on the 2. Stack up on 2, please. Stack up on 2. Don't go too far, please. Here comes the big hit of the raid. Here comes the big hit mechanic thing. Faint, 8th Shield, Addle, and Reprisal. Faint, 8th Shield, Addle, and Reprisal. 8th Shield, Addle, Reprisal. And Faint. Dismantle if we have it. Tier 4s, heal your parties again, please. And there's that. Sovereignty gauge is at 95 right now, so please pay attention for a second. 97, 98, 99, and pop a light curtain, use a light curtain now. Open your eyes for the lightning orbs. There is 1 between B and 2. Pop a light curtain or run away. Alright, get into an orb. Any orb will do. Stand inside of an orb. Stand inside of a globe. Any globe. Get inside of a globe. Dispels are good. Thank you so much. Everybody, and after that, we can stack up in the center of the arena, please. Stack up in the center for the first Relentless play. This is going to be Wind and Lightning Tethers with a Show Your Open Hold to the gunner at the B2 marker in the northwest. The gunner is always there, by the way. If you're tethered, you're going to win. No tethers to lightning, but going too far because we got to respect North Swing Glow. We are going east. Go east. Tethers to wind, no tethers to lightning. Show your open hold to the gunner at the B2 markers or in the northwest, and then any turret on the wall. Gunner first, and now any turret on the wall. Any turret on the wall. Good. Get back on the boss, do some damage. Cleansing Slash, do not worry about it. I have it. Okay, 1, 2. Save gauge, save your gauge, please. Save your gauge, save your 2 minutes. Also go untargetable here in just a moment. This is Relentless Play 2. Boss goes untargetable. Then we're going to get a knockback from the center of the arena. Please be mindful of the Knight's Dash. Do not be in the way of the Knight's Dash. With a Queen Cleave at the same time, followed by some Safety Boys and a Queen Cleave. Okay, look for the Queen. Cringe. Extra cringe. Away from that, go towards between like the B, lean towards the B marker. And Safety Boys are D and 4. And small triangle between B and D, B4. B4. Small triangle at B4. Small triangle at B4. And 2 minutes to boss. But first, Aether Shield, Feint, Addle, and Reprisal. Aether Shield, Feint, Addle, and Reprisal. Okay.
We kill.
We'll kill. Okay. Well, congratulations on your clears, everybody. This has been another lovely run of 11 Originally Savage. Congratulations to all the first-timers. I hope you all stick around for future runs. This has definitely been a very, very, very good run. So I'm very appreciative of all my vets coming in. Congratulations on your mounts, and please enjoy your fancy new 4-seater. You can get it from your achievement menu or Jonathan Gradania. I'm kidding. It's not Jonathan Gradania. He's useless now. You can grab your chest, your golden chest that has a full Orderly Runner Secrets, a 5 Fragments of Lost, 1 Fragments of Deception, and a Save the Princess. That is a guaranteed drop. Please enjoy your loot. You can take a picture back at the tree that has always been accessible in both normal and savage. And I hope you guys continue to come running with us. This content's really, really fun. I have so many clears of this content. I've been doing this since Zadnor released, basically. I know Hembo's been doing it since it released originally back in Shadowbringers. We both love this content so much. It's so much fun. It's a good time for us to be social, hang out, and just have fun, you know? I do host re-clears every Saturday night. These are rostered. Please make sure to use the sign-up form in my recruiting post. Use the sign-up form in my recruiting post. I swear, please. That's the best we can get onto the roster, assuming there is space. That being said, congratulations again on your clears. You can get your shiny blue name from the verification channel once more. After Lodestone is updated, you might need to give it a little time so Lodestone can register that you got your brand new achievement, your brand new mount. Congratulations once more. Get your shiny blue name, yada yada yada. You're all eligible to go to re-clears, any run here in Foe or any other Discord that may be running DRS. That being said, my name is Lynn.
Thanks, Lynn.
I'll see you all next week, or if you're coming to my re-clear, y'all take care. I'm gonna go fucking rest.